look, we're visible and audible. How powerful is this phone? Mighty and beepy. Anyways, hello, and welcome to the first session of the Delve of the Noct, a Living World of Syrik player-generated quest. Now, before we officially begin, due to the nature of this mission's start, if each of you would introduce yourselves and your character. Descriptions of your character can occur during play, but, as is the case, I will be going from top down from the list of players. So, Ember, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Ember. I am a purple kobold. I have wings and a dragon companion, as I am a member of the Skysworn. I'm very small and I wear a wig, but nobody knows that, unless you roll the perception check on it. Lycaris is my dragon companion. He is a medium-sized red dragon. His art is on Ember's handout. It was made by the Lovely Spoons.
I don't
He's
have
a
handout
little
access,
lad.
that's weird.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, no right-click handout. Look at that boy. You drop the hour in general, I can pop it after, but feel free to continue.
Yes. She is a ranger, scale caller, so she has her dragon companion. She's mostly wandering, traveling map maker, but she tends to shoot a lot of stuff recently. She came here to investigate the woods following research into a scary, spoopy guy that's haunting her brain. And then the little familiar is an owl, but it's flavored as a dragon because I don't have the feet yet, but one day it'll come.
Fair enough. Very good, very good. All right. And from there, we move on to Octo and Octo's simulacrum.
This is Octo. He is a wizard sun elf. Octo himself deals with a lot of dark things and attempt to keep them out of the public eye. And in such pursuits has lost his arm. And in also such pursuits has somehow cloned himself. That is who Septo is. Septo has Octo's formerly lost arm. Apart from that, he's generally clad in red, has Skysworn markings tattooed onto his chest, and carries quite a few books in the backpack. And following him around is an undead-looking owl that everybody has come to know as Marvin. He's not actually undead, he's kind of cursed, in a way. The only other notable feature is hanging around from his neck is a shiny red rock bound in ruined chains. It's either an imperfect philosopher's stone or it's the startings of phylactery. Who knows?
Who knows?
That's it for the boy.
All right, well, here's the handout for Ember and their most fanciful dragon friend. Ooh, fancy. Behold, the art of our very own.
Spoons did that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, made for the Lovely Spoons. Go calm them whenever their palm is open.
Mhm.
Fantastic artist.
Indeed.
I gotta get one of the dragon in his fishing outfit by them.
Yeah. But, yes, last but not least, at least for the moment, we have Ooh.
Hey, that's me. Ooh is a ex-slave who pretty much turned to a criminal life for a while as he found himself on the streets. So he is a bit of a beefier type of rogue. He's a bit of fighter, a bit of rogue. And he has found himself on a couple of adventures with Octo and Ember, where he has found himself joining the Skysworn. Essentially, he's here. I call it as a bodyguard, also a babysitter, but hey.
Yeah, they wouldn't let Ember go alone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why?
look, I've got the one elf over here who's missing an arm because he wanted to touch an orb I gave him, and I told him, hey, check this thing out. And I got the little kobold over here who's like, yeah, there's like a vampire talking in my head or something. And they wanted to come here alone. So I was like, no.
I had to neutralize the orb, and the orb is neutralized. It's on my person right now.
I have
I
one.
did my job.
You're definitely not evil Octo. But yeah, who is a son of Eldaria through and through. He loves his country. And he generally is not the biggest fan of being in Barusia because people are mean.
That's fair. It's certainly fair.
They won't let my dragon in the inn. It's a sad day.
Truly.
I got
sad
They won't let
day.
your dog in the inn.
I am not a dog.
All right. Well, with that said, our heroes, having thwarted a fell plot back in the country of Ildiria, Ember and her companions of that adventure are left with more questions than answers. They'll travel to the country of Brugia, the small village of Razvin, wherein their insights and research have brought them. For to stop the nightmares that now haunt Ember, her path leads her into the Noctis Woods, a place where the locals warn against traveling to. The dangers within are great and terrifying. Heedless of this warning, of course, our heroes are left with a choice on how to proceed. You guys are within the village itself, as I have not pushed you guys to start in the village, or in the forest, so if there's anything you guys want to do in town, now's the time.
Well,
I think before we go visit this Voss guy and see what he has to say about where to go and what to do, maybe we should get a map. Also, do you guys have healing potions? Are we good on that? Or
I got 5 that I've made myself. I've recently bought more reagents to make more, but the potions I want to make with those would probably take a little bit too
right?
long.
Because I have a little bit of blood block left over from my last trip in Bruges with Uu. And I have some stuff for like setting up alarms if we have to rest, but I don't have many potions.
No, I can cast spells and set as many alarms as we need. Points at his cart with magic mouth and alarm on it.
Yeah, I don't know if we can bring that with us into the forest either, because it's a forest.
Hey, what's your plan for parking the cart there, lad?
I mean, that's what the innkeeper's for.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
Can you go buy me a map though, Octo? Because
Have you-
merchants always rip me off.
If you always you haven't managed to piss off the innkeeper, right?
No.
You'd be doing a good job of everybody in this town.
I mean, that's their fault.
Well, I
at
don't
this
think
point.
he's talked to the innkeeper yet, so that's probably why they're not angry at him. Because he even made his friend angry at him.
All right, what's the grocery list here? What am I buying? Do we want more potions? We want a map.
A map of the woods would be good, and then
I'll double check my character sheet now for how many potions I have. I think I'm okay though.
and
I
maybe
generally try to second wind heal more than anything.
maybe 2 or 3 potions for me, just so I can give a couple to Lycoris.
Looks
Yeah,
to see
getting
if Lycris has opposable thumbs.
Well, he does.
He's very skilled. Uncle U taught him how to sleight of hand.
Yes, I'm learning to be a thief.
What? You don't say it like that. It's a redistributor of wealth.
Yes, but no one will listen to the elf. They hate him.
No,
Damn it.
wealth with a W. Like funds, money, gold.
Octo conjures his pipe with smoke in time.
Don't make me blind you. My rock is very shiny and magical.
Looks at Septo. Wonders if that'll freak Septo out for whatever reason, and he'll just fucking fireball right in the center of us.
Hey,
Concerned.
Octo, what the fuck's up with that?
Well, I who knows? He came back with it, and he won't tell me.
So there was I'll tell you now. I mean, because I'm kind of honestly, I'm over it. I just don't care anymore. On my last mission to Dolater, my neat little vacation, I got to fly a little bit. That was neat. But there was a transmutation circle that was turning people into aberrations.
Oh, lovely.
Basically reduced that to its bear transmutative properties, and saw it as a good opportunity to try to further stabilize the rock and make it, less of a bomb. Take out neat little towns like this. The positive side is it kind of worked. The negative side is, well, now I have to take care of myself.
Well, that's something. But I guess let's go to the store and then see about this creepy character.
Oh yeah, I'll throw an asterisk on that. He has Leviathan blood and the heart of a manticore, so
Hey, where did you get that?
I met your little buddy Month. He helped me with the circle.
Oh,
He provided the Leviathan blood, and I had the manticore heart. So yeah. Well, he's here now. He's either a horrific monster or he's a baby. Who knows?
did you teach him to pee yet?
Yes.
That's good.
Alright, Octo has bought stuff in this town and sold stuff in this town recently, so I'm sure he'd probably know where to buy a map.
Yeah. So the map would be within the general store known as the Whistling Wind, run by the proprietor Berdick Glenmantle, which is just right there.
I don't know how he did it, but there's like little labels on the information things you can hover over
Yeah.
on the bottom left.
Pretty cool.
No, it's very pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Earth
So,
and good maps go hand in hand.
Thank you.
I'll say this one more time. Anything else you guys are thinking of for the time being? Potion, map?
I don't think my players of Whispering Knights actually interact with this guy ever.
Well,
Guess
I mean,
what?
I'm kind of waiting on you to give me that new bag before I look into buying anything else.
I'm trying to craft it, but nobody's done my crafting that time day. They've done everything else.
All right. I'm making your way to the Whistling Wind. It's a fairly open shop, shelves lined with various goods and implements. It's clean, to the point, very practical, with very clear indications of sections of the shop. So there's a section that has like your general adventuring gear. There's a section that has general foods and stuff. It's very orderly in here. The thing of note is there seems to be a decent amount of wind chimes hanging about, even out front. It seems to just kind of like blow in the breeze from outside, but even inside there's a bit of a breeze kind of flowing through the area. Sitting behind the counter is a stout halfling man with dirty blonde hair, clean-shaven, pointed elvish-style ears, dressed in traditional garb of Baruja, fairly simplistic, darker tones, with accents of deep purple and red. Let's see here. And you have shopped in this town before, Octo, yeah?
Yep, I've sold stuff and I've bought stuff.
Look, you better stay outside, Lycris.
All right.
They might take offense to that.
All right, in that case. Yes, welcome back. It's suiting your fancy this time around, Octo.
Well, we're heading to the woods, looking for a map of the area.
Map, you say? Well, might have something of the sort. It's a bit tricky, that. But let's see. For maps. Kind of goes into a side room, pops off his stool.
Octo. Can you see if they've got any dark wood? I need to set up a project.
Hey,
Yeah,
isn't that the stuff my bow's made out of? Or one of them?
It is.
It brings me up real quick. Don't mind me. Continue your stuff while he takes his time searching.
All right. So
Look, I want to make some tools. I saw some really pretty tools on that Raksha fella. I think I want to copy his tools.
Oh, and Lycris says to buy a medium and a large-sized cage in case we need to capture something, which I guess is a smart enough idea.
What?
Oh, I'm good at catching and taming stuff.
Do you have something you can shove the large cage into?
I mean, I assumed your cart would work for the time being, but they might have something that's collapsible. I don't know. That's why I
We're
thought.
not really bringing the cart with us into the woods, are we?
Well, no, but if it's collapsible, maybe I can fit it in Lycris's saddlebags.
Eh.
All right. The man would come back holding a few pieces of parchment. I did happen to have a few back there. Not the finest of sorts. Afraid some adventurers came by and picked those up recently, but should do about a basic set for the woods.
Well, that would be good.
Now these do run a pretty penny. Let's see here. What's your merchant skill?
It is 12 plus 12, and I am an expert merchant
Excellent. All right.
with my merchant supplies.
Well, my guesstimate was actually correct. I was off by 5 silver, but that's pretty fucking fancy. All right. Well, one of these here maps will run you about 40 gold.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, throw 40 gold on that. How many potions did you want?
3.
What quality?
Just the basic ones. I just want them for Lycris, so he can patch up his wounds.
Mm-hmm. We'll throw 3 healing potions on top of that. You happen to have any dark wood back there?
Well, healing potions, we're a little low on those. But I think we do have at least 8 in stock. Better bet for more of that sort be at the temple. Or the alchemists. He says the alchemist with a bit of a disgust.
Normally I make my own because I like to brew, but we're a little short on time.
Fair enough. As for Darkwood, well, let's see. What do you have Darkwood in stock? Oh yeah, no, the 100% fuck this village. Yeah, okay.
Isn't the whole Noctis Woods made of dark wood?
It's so I was like, yeah, 100% they have this. All right, all right.
Hey, Nerf, can you remind me how much wood goes into a smith set?
Smith set. Let's see here. Do.
Because I know you told Raksha a while back. I don't remember the number off the top of
Yeah,
my
I
head.
believe it's a 70-30 split. I'm pretty sure. You're looking at 3 pounds wood.
3 pounds? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
All right.
How much you want?
Let's see here. For the potions, I can provide you 3, no problem there. We're looking at for the bundle. Let's see. 120 gold.
You guys want that much?
Yeah, I'm fine paying 120 gold for that.
All right.
All right. And as for the wood, how much were you looking for?
So,
Like 10 pounds for now. Never know when it will come in handy later.
Let's see here. And there's the increase for that. Then there's the decrease.
Also, add it to my tab, please. I'll pay you soon. I gotta finish getting paid for the last job me and Ember did.
yeah.
Hey, we can
Come on,
provide you 10
Octo,
pounds.
you know I'm good for it.
100 gold for that.
Ooh, it gives you the eyes. Like,
Gold for that.
Did you learn that from Lycris? Because he's been doing that a lot recently.
And then they want a large and a medium-sized cage if you happen to have it. Not really sure what they're looking to catch, but
you know,
Medium
I
and
could
small
make a
cage.
cage.
Let's see here. Medium and small, you say?
Yeah,
medium and large.
medium.
What?
Medium and
Small?
large.
Oh, medium small.
Large
Okay.
is a bit too heavy for me right now.
Right. All right.
Medium small then.
Let's see for that. About 65 gold for the both.
No problem.
All right, very good.
Right.
Anything else I can help you with? Any rations or the like for your venture into the woods? Perhaps some holy water? I still have some back in stock, even though it's mostly for the church. So, again, if you're looking for more of the magical thing, best to ask there. But I
I'm
guess
pretty
the
good
elders.
foraging, but I don't know. Do we need holy water?
No, I actually have the stuff to make it because I can't stop running into undead.
Well, you
Shrugs.
got a problem, man.
No, I'm extremely unlucky.
You say that, but you run into undead like I run into evil rituals.
I also run
I
into
don't
a
know if
lot of
I'd say evil rituals as much as things that want to eat you.
Well, I went to Dolder and there was a ritual and a demon avatar showed up. I came to Baruja and there was a ritual and there was a blood monster vampire guy that showed up. I went
Yeah, that
to
was kind of
Elmira,
spoopy.
and there was a ritual and there was a necromancer and I got possessed. It's like everywhere I go there's a ritual, man.
Blink, 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 blink.
I'm sorry. I have a bad time with life.
It seems you're
Oh yeah, we just
hated by fate.
hey, she's got a stubborn ass dwarf that tends to keep her alive. So who knows? Things balance out a wee bit.
There's me.
Yes, I removed my 185 gold.
All right. Well, that was a fair chunk of change for it, isn't it, Barry?
165.
Now you make me second guess myself there, Egan.
Wait, isn't a small cage 20 GP and a medium is 30?
Yeah.
Got 65 for the total.
Oh, right, yeah, I'm done.
Doesn't mean Octo's not gonna try to haggle this as he does. Smiles.
Classic Octo.
How I make my money.
Hmm. Would you like to attempt to haggle?
Yeah,
All right. Well, roll me that there merchant's check.
32.
Oh no.
Oh well. I see you are living with a natural 20 today. First roll of the session.
Bad.
No, that's the second natural 20. I got a 2 and a 20 for my portent dice.
Jesus, Octo. Save
The
the
rest
dice
of this
rolls
is-
for when shit matters. Come on.
It's
Alright.
too late.
Here's the haggling in session. All right. You were able to haggle it down to a pretty 227 gold and 5 silver.
Nice. Takes out the gold, hands it to Barrick.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Come on. You know I'm good for business.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your time, Barrick. Have a good one.
Yep. Don't die in the woods. It's quite dangerous,
Nope.
you know.
No promises.
Also,
I mean,
you hear a song. Run away.
thank you.
What's
it sound like?
sir?
Don't worry about what it sounds like. He said a song. If we hear a song, we run away.
Fair.
So what if I start singing?
Well, then I smack you over the back of the head.
Okay, but what if I sing louder than their song?
But then I leave you behind and smack you over the back of the head.
But it's got to cancel each other out, right? That's how sound works or something. I don't know.
We should have. Hey, how much do I owe you, Octo?
You wanted the cage.
I wanted the cage, the map, and some potions.
The map is for all of us, so I wouldn't really worry about it.
Well, yeah, but I'm putting it in my book.
I'm not taking it. If I can help it, I'm not gonna be back in these woods, so,
You never know.
yeah. Yeah, we'll call it a flat 150.
Okay.
All right. Very good, very good. Anything else you guys want to do in town before popping on off?
I make sure Horse Ember and the unnamed donkey are good and safe, and that my spells are holding true. The magic mouth is basically if anyone outside of like established people go to touch the cart, it just goes wee woo at the top of its lungs.
All right, all right. Very good, very
Alright.
good.
Well, I think that's everything we need to do. Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you bringing Septo?
I don't really have a choice.
I mean,
Well-
you could put Septo on the cart.
You could just leave them in the inn and see what happens.
Yeah, and looking at Octo, knowing that he has put monster parts in the
You
Uh-huh.
put a sticky note on him stating, "This is Septo. Please take care of him. Don't overfeed."
no, well, that's not what Octo's worried about. Octo's worried that Septo has the ability to cast the spells that were prepared when he made them, and then he gets angry and he drops 2 back-to-back fireballs on top of somebody who's made him angry in the inn, hurting and damaging property.
Oh no, we don't feed him after midnight, and it's fine. He doesn't turn into a monster.
Yeah.
Furby rules. I like it. I like it.
Actually, knocks on door.
Hey, you better get something.
I got a favor to ask you, Barrick.
David?
Yeah. So, pulls Septo in front of him. This is well, this is me, kind of.
All right.
To be very honest. There are some oddities about this me here. While I'm talking, he'll notice that Septo is basically just saying everything I say and like matching my hand gestures and stuff. He's not completely and totally independent. He'll be a bit of a liability in the woods, or he won't be a liability and he'll do something uncoordinated, I suppose.
That is just weird. And I've seen some pretty weird things.
Yeah, trust me, I get it and I understand it. But I got 2 things for you. Octo is in his head smiling. I'll give you 30 gold pieces to watch after him until we get back. This trip hopefully shouldn't take too long. I am staying in contact with you to make sure you know what's going on with us if you need to. Just give you a time frame.
And
30 gold.
what if you're not back in a week?
If I'm not back in a week, take him. Go find a neat little feathered Asimar named Evangeline.
I know the one.
She likes to party with some of her friends inside of the inn. And just give him to her.
All right. I can certainly do that for you.
I appreciate it. Octo takes out 30 gold pieces, walks up to Barrick, hands it to him.
Pocket the gold in his little apron pouch. All right,
Yeah.
Doctor number 2. Let's play some cards, I guess. Till your daddy comes back.
Octo walks up and says, play cards. Or Septo.
Well, that's going to be a weird interaction for Whispering Knights when they start back up.
Smiles.
Anyways, you ready, guys, now to delve into the forest?
I am indeed.
All right, copying tokens.
You got all your arrows and shit, right?
Oh, speaking of arrows,
I have so many arrows.
reaches into bag, hands Ember her double elemental arrows.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, you get 10 of those.
It just
Hold up.
DM me what they're called again, so I can throw them in my inventory because I forget.
I will copy paste what I have them in my inventory as. To be fair, these are only gonna be like. It's just the poor one. They're only going to be +1 like fire and +1
No,
cold.
it's just a single damage point that they add to them. The point was so that you could learn the enchantment and then make me a fancy bow with fire and cold.
One day I'll get to pull enchantments off of stuff again.
I just want my bow so it matches my artwork that I had Spoons make for me.
I can make you a bow, Smiles.
All right, let me know when you guys have loaded the map.
I have loaded.
I am also loaded.
Should I be there as well, Sage-kun?
Soon. Very soon.
Okay.
I have your tokens on the map already.
Wagman.
Hello, stranger.
Hello. I'm not there yet. I'm just playing cards with my homeboys.
Please don't beat me up. Please
Oh,
don't
it
What a
put
big
depends.
cutie! Beat me up. Let's fight.
Okay,
I wanna
like
go.
honestly, if you play your card right, you could hire Markax to give you a tour of the woods.
Oh, see that's the ideal because Ember's super friendly.
Be nicer
I
than
wanna
the rest of
fight.
your party.
It is gonna be rough though because Evangeline is the one that warned him, and so he's like very much on alert.
It's okay.
But I want to fight.
The worst case scenario, you just get enchanted.
Well, we'll find out what happens in a few moments as you guys push your way out of Razvin. Yeah.
Do you need the directions I was given
The directions you were given?
from Kane to get to Voss?
Oh no. We are. That's already covered.
Okay.
This is just you guys are along the road, about to push into the woods. As I was saying though, as you're pushing eastwards out of Razvin, you eventually turn into the path heading into the forest, the route that Kane provided for you. Pushing out into the forest itself, I realize there's VBL on this map that I need to get rid of. It's fine. The old, worn main road of the civilized land seems to soon descend into more of a rugged, earthen terrain. Though portions of a long since forgotten road can be seen further up ahead. Feel free to make yourself a marching order heading south. And
I would apply some stalker's oil to my armor and such before we get to the thick of it.
how long does
As we
that
leave
last?
Town. I believe it's a 4-hour. I have to double check.
Yeah.
But
Probably cast Pass Without Trace once we get into the forest proper.
Well, do keep in mind that your journey itself will be several hours. So unless you want to keep casting that, because I know Pass Without Trace is only an hour.
Yeah, I have a couple hours worth of it, but it's mostly for when we get to the scary, spoopy parts that I feel worried enough to use it.
Okay, I'll let you know when it's feeling super spoop.
Thank
yep,
you.
Well,
stalkers is a 1-minute application for 4 hours.
Cool.
And
All right.
then I am just curious. Does my natural terrain forests apply here, or is this a spoopy forest that's magic and special?
It will apply as soon as you push beyond the veil from the road to the forest.
Cool.
All right. Let's see here.
To avoid Octo's constant hallucinations, he's swapping over to Marvin's senses.
That's smart.
Excellent.
Yeah, kind of have to all the time when your dead wife is just.
But I
there.
like hearing from your dead wife. She has great recipes.
I do too, except for when we're in danger.
All right. Let me go look at some things real quick. Namely, I don't know why I'm looking there. I should be looking here. All right. As you continue along the forest trek, get to about here, I'd imagine. Actually, about here. When a figure would step forth from the coverage of the forest itself. If you want to introduce your character, Morkag.
Oh, I don't have the map tools info.
Oh, sorry, it's in general chat. I thought you could see general chat.
Where?
Noctis general.
Oh. Which?
Hey yo, that art though?
Yeah.
Looking fine.
Mine?
Anybody ever watch the first season of oh god, the hell was the name of that show?
Which channel chat? I need to know.
Noctis general. It's in this channel. You
Oh.
see the Noctis voice. If you go up, Noctis knows
Oh.
rewards scheduling campsite general. It's that one.
That I.
Yeah. And we're on
give me a sec.
1.14.3 for map 12 version. Which I'm pretty sure was the last one we used for Whispering Nights, or maybe it was 14.2 that we used last.
It was 14.2 we used,
Yeah.
but I was still playing with Sultan, so I have that one.
Yeah.
Thankfully. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why he reminds me of the Gimp Suit Man from American Horror Stories, but he kind of does.
14.
Oh, it's because of the mask.
All right. Let's see here.
The all black
Here
plus
are
the
set.
mask. You're not wrong.
And since you guys have now introduced you, while you load into the campaign, let me go and control F and E for you so you can get to the area. I am also going to update the overlay so it has your info on it.
Oh,
I made
shit,
2.
man.
Mm.
You guys are lucky. I'm the weakest of the Whispering Knights crew.
Production value.
Hard
Going-
doubt.
I've heard you with advantage or you with the drop on people is kind of spicy.
I'm a rogue.
Yeah, keep in mind though, if you want to just go and blasting, their passive perception's hot garbage compared to your stealth, so
True.
if you
Yeah,
wanted to
okay.
blast them, you don't actually have to do
Okay.
what I said, where you just jump
So-
out and be like,
so-
blah, blah, blah.
So you guys, so Morkag isn't that type of. He hates killing. He'll fight, but when it comes to like people, he doesn't.
Mhm.
He's not a adventurer, as he calls himself. I'm not an adventurer. I don't kill people.
Also, for your knowledge, Morkag, you have a lot of allies with you. They're
Oh, yeah,
currently
I think I said-
invisible.
I think I said I had everybody. I brought everyone.
Yeah.
Because afterwards we're gonna go
Fuck the
hunting.
gang.
Yeah, I mean, Morkag's busy. He spends all of his downtime. I think I had him like kill enemies in the woods.
Yeah,
So-
you've been
so
patrolling the
you're-
woods this entire
The
time.
Batman of Razvan.
So the reason why like the Noctis Woods is like safe, quote unquote, is because he's been going around murdering so much creatures.
Okay, so you're definitely Batman.
What?
Only you kill people.
I don't kill people. I kill creatures.
Okay, so yeah.
Wink.
That's what Batman would say.
Anyways, if you'd like to introduce your character, Morkag, since you are now
Alright.
connected.
So Morkag is dressed as he looks in his picture, all black leather, black mask that covers his entire face. The things that pop, the little details, is his eyes are different colors. His left eye is red with a black iris, and his right eye is white and is very clearly lazy. He has, like, despite his humanoid shape, he does have little bumps on the side of his head. And he's carrying with him, typical rogue stuff: dagger, big ass crossbow.
Are those bumps noticeable under his mask?
Yeah, they're fairly noticeable.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are bros.
Alright.
He's just gonna, he's not gonna. Well, first, as I see them,
Mm-hmm.
even though he was worn, I am gonna cast locate object, and I will be looking for that rune, that vampiric rune.
Gotcha. Where do you guys keep that rune on you?
Ember's probably got it on a piece of paper with the picture of the dude.
So in your bag?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's pings. It's telling me that's where it is.
I assume Octo might have one too, because he probably made a couple.
No, you've shown it to him recently enough. He'll just press the digitation it from memory.
That's what he did in the shop, I'm pretty sure, too. Or in the tavern.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Ember
would be.
likes to keep a hard copy of things in her journal.
So as they're walking along, you may react as you would, Morkag.
Alright, so.
And if you
he's
do
just gonna-
want your guys to jump, just let me know that you're triggering their code.
Okay. Alright, he's not gonna do it yet, because again, right now he's very much like.
Mhm.
He told him to investigate these guys, so that's why he's doing it. So he's just gonna pop his head out, like out of the woods. Marquez gonna step up. He's gonna be like, he's gonna wave.
The kobold will wave back, confused.
Not gonna squints. Well, Marvin squints.
Out there. My name is Marcago C. You are approaching the Noctis Woods. And I'm here to ask, what is your business here in the woods? I am an OC, so this is our territory, so it is within my rights to ask.
Well, we came to Razvan to investigate the woods because I've got this person haunting me. We spoke with a couple people and they said it was real dangerous. And to be real careful, but some friends of mine said it was fine, and then this stranger said that it was owned by people.
Hey,
Oh,
wait, you know what? That means you what?
So hunted, who's hunting you? And
You
what does
s-
this have to do with the woods?
you said you're an OC?
Yes.
Ah,
Wait, do we know that name?
it's part of the group that Evangeline associates with.
Lady OC is the owner and ruler of this land.
Oh, you know Miss Spoons, or I mean, Miss Sweets.
Miss Spoon.
My brain not working.
No, it's
Squints,
okay.
single eye squints, Evangeline, Lady Evangeline.
Yeah, the nice little nice lady with
Yes, she's the one that informed me of your group.
yeah.
Mm.
She told me how dangerous it was and to be careful and not to die.
Is that all she said?
Well, she said that her friend was angry at my friend here, Octo, and she'll point because of what he said when we first talked to him about asking questions about the woods. Because when we came here, we were curious about how dangerous it was and what to expect. Because there's this like creepy guy who I think might be a vampire that possessed me a while
Who?
ago, and
Va-
trying to deal with him.
What's his name?
I don't
Of this
know.
vampire? No name?
I just
Nope.
have a
Yep.
picture of him because he haunted me from we were hired by this faction to help them out because they were cursed and they were dying, and this whole town was slowly dying from a curse. And when we got close to like this really important relic, a curse activated, and I got possessed. And I saw this guy, and I fell down a hole in my head, and he controlled me for a while till my friends held me back, and I could stop it and get back control of myself.
So you're stepping into the woods to try and figure out that he's in here?
Well, no, I did some research on this guy to try and learn information on him, and he had this symbol that's related to the vampire counts, and my research said that the location to find more would be in the old abandoned ruins of the vampire counts in the woods. So that's why we came to Razvan and Noctis.
The vampire camp in the woods.
Well,
Say,
the vampire counts have ruins and structures in there, and they're connected to this symbol that was on the guy who possessed me, which is why I believe he might be a vampire also because of the magic he used on me. It's a really long, convoluted thing, and I'm not really explaining it all that well. I'm sorry.
so Sage, um, vampire ruins. Is you like referring to like that place at the south part of the woods?
Probably. There are many wood ruins in the Noctis Woods. It's possible they're referring to the ruins of Cashel Damashku, which is definitely a vampire ruin. It could be possible that they're talking about the Hall of the Beast, which is another place down south. Maybe the Noctis Ziggurat, or the ruins of Moldreni, all of which are in that region of the Noct that are owned by House OC. Though owned is a strong word considering you guys haven't really traveled too far south because of the spooky nature of it, but you know.
Okay, yeah. So Markak realizing like where you're planning on heading is gonna shake his head. You're I don't given my nature, I'm not how do I say this? If I let you go, it would be acting as to me killing you right now. The area you're describing is far too dangerous for the likes of you.
Well, see, people have said that, but they haven't really described to what extent of the danger. Like, Miss Evangeline spoke of some of the stuff, and then I told her some of the stuff I encountered, and we really came to the conclusion we couldn't really figure out how to compare because there wasn't enough information yet.
So I walk around with around 30 hunters or so. we tend to stay within the north part of the woods, and those creatures are fine for us. The creatures further south are extremely much stronger. Like I can't in good graces let you go. You will die.
Anyway,
Octo
so
kind of
come with us.
like stops for a second and he like holds up his hand and he says, "We've been through this whole scenario once before. One with your Hippocratic friend, once with Miss Sweet, and now again with you. The purpose is not to go into the woods and launch some large scale expedition to rip apart some ruins searching for some vampire count who, by all rights, after demonstrating what he's capable of from a great distance away, would almost certainly be outside of our ability to handle anyway. The point of this is to go talk with the Voss at
Yeah,
first.
Miss
Oh,
Evangeline said that we should speak with Voss about where to go. But if you really think it's all that dangerous, maybe maybe you could come with us, and that way you could make sure we're not going where it's supposed to be bad. Because Miss Evangeline's friend, who I never really got his name, said that there were a couple places that you guys were working on that was related to the vampires that we were supposed to try and avoid if possible.
that is correct. That is our next planned expedition. Um, but you're gonna head to the Voss first.
Well, see, I was told that he might be able to help me and point me in the right direction, or at least,
He, he,
if I
he
was willing to do something or give him something of equal value from Miss Evangeline's friend and Evangeline herself. They
he
told me he was a patron and he was the nicest one around. So I'm hoping he might be able to help me with my research goals so that I can deal with this guy in my head.
What are you willing to give away? He will ask for something.
I don't know what does he want.
What are you willing to give away?
I got lots of shite I can give away to help the lads. I don't give a shite.
It doesn't have to be material, but you will have to give something away.
I
If
don't
you
I
catch my
don't
drift.
I don't mind paying for information if it will help me seek out my goals. I don't want like these vampires or whoever that was trying to kill that whole town to keep doing their thing, and I want to see this guy dealt with. So if this stranger can help, then I'm willing to seek them out and see what they have to say.
Alright. Also, as for your friend reacting, the south part is filled with dangerous creatures. Even if you do have the means to like stealth through, if one stops you, you won't be able to take it. Like I don't want to go down south, especially not with a master by my side.
Well, I mean,
Hey, so here's my thing, Mordekak. Eh? I I'm here to keep these two chuckle fucks alive. And we've got a fair bit of a journey above us. There's trying to find out information about the shite in her head. There's dealing with this guy and his apparent ability to piss off everybody in Perugia.
he's really good at that.
They did
Um,
that to themselves. I just told them facts.
Shut
That's
the
their
fuck up.
problem.
I'm talking
That's
to
their
Mordecai.
problem.
So, honestly, I'm just trying to keep us alive while we do the things that we need to do. You all in Perugia have had fucks over in Eldaria trying to fuck around with the Skysworn. And I can't be having that. We gotta research that a wee bit. This boss fellow, he's the one that we were told that can kinda help us with that. As one person that's trying to keep my dumb fucks alive, and you, somebody who's trying to protect, the locals and shit, I feel like we could, connect a wee bit. Can you help us?
I can escort you to the Voss.
I would appreciate that. That would be nice. Thank you.
Do you have a map?
I do. I bought a map of the woods. I also
Show
have a
me.
region map of Perugia. I'm not sure if that one helps.
Show me your map of the woods.
Sure. She'll pull it out.
He'll take it and he'll compare it to his own map, and he'll add in like
As needed.
safe paths So Morkai wants to add in like safe bets that him and his crew like have been working on. And while he's scribbling, he's gonna add. So these are
Ooh.
areas that we've been clearing. I will have to ask you to be more careful. To still be careful. These lands were formerly protected by a group of hags that we've cleared out.
Oh, I've
So
encountered those before.
the activity might. I can't really. Yeah, the activity of the night. Wait, hold on. So, Sage,
Hmm.
when we killed the hags, have the night beasts gotten worse, or is it still
They have gone worse since then.
okay? So night beat activity has gone up a lot. Thankfully, the north section, and he's gonna. He basically gonna like draw a line, like I guess
Oh,
between
he's
like
draw
here
tool.
to here, like, and he's gonna say that the north part, this area is relatively safe because we've been killing a lot of night beasts, but there are still a lot of night beasts. We haven't started even going south, so
Oh, fucking night. Me and Ember, we just finished dealing with some of that shit. Ugh.
Yeah, we just came back from a small village in Perugia that was being controlled, or that was massacred. All the night beasts there were being controlled by this creepy guy who did some weird ritual and turned into a goopy blood monster snake thing. It was gross.
Yay.
And I have some experience traveling in scary, dangerous locations because I've had to go off road in Dolidor, and there are some really scary monsters there too. But I do appreciate the warnings, and if we can avoid it, we definitely don't want to go to the south, obviously.
Oh, aye, any help that you give is nice. Thank you.
yeah, we can't have people dying on our
Well, I mean,
territory.
ideally, I'd like to live a long life because if I die, then Lycoris here dies too, and that wouldn't be nice. She passed the dragon. Yes, that would not be nice at all. I like to live.
All right, in that case, come along then. I'll lead you to the boss.
Thank you.
Hey, yeah, so you've boss character before, eh?
I'm sorry.
Uh, you've met with boss before, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sage, I forgot. What was my pact with Vosh? Changed something about me. What was it? Was it just my eye, or I have a memory of someone's arm being fucked up over his deal with Voss,
Well,
but I don't
you
think it
have
was
the
me.
tattoo.
Oh yeah, I have the
Yeah,
tattoo.
the tattoo
Oh,
of
the
the
arm
eye.
tattoo. Yeah. Okay. I show him. I show him the tattoo. Yeah. I've dealt with Voss.
Oh,
Hey, what's he like? What's all this shit about?
so Miss Evangeline said that Mr. Voss was nicer. Is that true?
Um, comparatively to everything we've met down here in the Noctis Woods, yes, he is very reasonable. Um, that's why it's a good thing that you guys met me, I guess, before you met him, because he will ask for something in return for
Well,
anything. He
well,
can give you power, information, all you want, but you do have to give something. It doesn't have to be gold or material.
yeah. Miss Evangeline and your scary elf friend also said that he would help us if we made a deal. The one man was not very clear, but Miss Evangeline was pretty helpful.
Yeah, so yeah, she is.
She's super nice.
Hey, very nice lady.
Octo rolls his eyes.
But don't act like you don't want to get a drink with her.
Will you stop being a grumpy Gus?
I absolutely don't.
Huh. Which scary elf friend?
He had white hair and really long nails. He was super stubborn like El Octo here.
Huh.
Classic elf fuck.
He was just reading a book. He didn't really talk to anyone. He was by himself. Oh, he had hair like mine.
Looks like high quality wig.
He was in. Oh, okay, yeah, that's Kane. Kane.
It's not a wig. You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
Why
Absolutely
you?
know.
I'm pretty sure you guys
Uh,
saw the wig thing during Lockhadoon.
No, they do, but he doesn't.
Oh yeah. More doesn't.
Stranger can assume, but
It's a wig.
Don't worry about it.
Huh. Hold on. All right. So yeah.
Right? Leading them
like-
along. Are you calling
Mark out.
your people to join you in the open, or are you keeping them hidden?
Mark is basically just gonna like turn away from them and raise his lower mask and just like do a quick whistle to just indicate them to like go back to their
The
business.
patrols.
He's gonna handle this, yeah.
Okay. Well, just for funsies, you guys would see this patrol of quote unquote bandits begin to disperse from the edges of the
You know,
woods.
Oh
this
man, look
reminds me of the
at all those fireball
road
targets.
with Kismet, where we walked to Bruges and like 30 bandits showed up.
Okay, they're just gonna
I got
slowly-
stabbed in the ribs.
You lived.
Yeah.
Wait. I want to take the dodge action fight.
Wait,
I want to fight. Let
with
me
this like blood
fight.
again?
They're leaving.
I want to
Okay.
fight, nerd.
They're leaving.
They're leaving.
Look, if we had let
Bye.
no talk, we would have had a fight.
He's just gonna put down his
That's not
mask and
true.
be like, simple precautions. I'm sure you understand.
No, that's understandable. Lycris was ready to fire breath you if you attacked us.
Well, I was downright ready to kill your ass.
We've encountered a lot of bandits, and you kind of look like one. Not gonna lie, sir.
Oh no, I take no offense in that. I was a bandit. I guess I still am.
Because every time we go somewhere as a group, there's always like people that show up and try to kill us, and it's just a big pain.
Are you sure they're
So,
trying
like,
to kill you
do
and
you
not
like
trying to
tying
rob
people up and doing them, or is that just the outfit?
you? Huh? I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Are you
Yeah.
a proper? He's asking if you're a proper bandit. Do you rob people? Blah 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 blah
Yes,
blah.
I do. In fact, I mean, since official, this is our official woods. We call it taxation, which is a much better term. When rich merchants come in, we warn them about the dangers of the woods, and if they still insist, then we ask for gold for compensation,
Ah.
because we will have to for the future labor of us finding their corpses, and then we offer them a service of them being able to hire us as scouts so we can escort them safely through the woods.
I mean, that seems
Aye,
reasonable.
understandable.
Which is actually cheaper than if they refuse to have a scout with us.
You know, when the bandits attack us, I always warn them that I can't control what my arrow does, and then they still attack me, and I shoot them, and their heads explode. So you know, they found out.
Oh yeah, don't piss off the little girl. She'll fuck you up.
That seems rude. I wouldn't do that. He's nice. He's
No, Ember, you're disgusting with that bow.
It's not my fault.
No, I
Looks
get it.
at ooh.
No, I get it.
Looks at
Sometimes,
Ember.
sometimes you wish to be non-lethal like
Well,
that.
yeah, I have all these blunt arrows, but they still kill people. I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, like you aim and then it goes in directly into their ear and reaches their brains.
It's horrible. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
Mm-mm.
I
I'm
feel so
trying to-
bad.
I never go for the kill.
Well, I try not to kill people, but with monsters, it's a different story. Because
Yeah.
Hey,
Because
so
people are saying,
Mordecai, are you a part of the like the local, I don't know, thieves guild kind of thing in this area? Like, what's your deal?
I'm the Thieves Guild. Well,
He
Soldiers
is.
Are
Guild.
the thieves guild?
And the Scouts Guild, Monster Hunter Guild. You have to understand, before us and Lady OC came into this land, there was nothing in here. We're trying to build something. Like all the
Well,
creatures
I have
and
some
monsters.
ties to Eldarian shade, but I tend to, you know, slip into thieves' camp. He'll be like, yeah, I tend to do some roguish things on the side, so it's interesting to see a different flavor of what a rogue could be.
The dragon tries to pick your pocket again, ooh, and fails.
Bitch.
Wow.
Hey, I'm
He
practicing.
just kind of like, his left hand just like slaps away his tail as he's talking.
I'm practicing. What? Will you stop that? I need to get better.
Well, do better. But yeah,
Yeah, no, we do you deal with monster parts, night beasts in general? Because we do cut them up and sell them.
Well, you know,
and not much in Eldaria, but yeah.
we encountered them in Perugia, but yeah, it's pretty rare to see them in Eldaria.
Actually, in response to where we are in Razvan, where is Eldaria?
Oh, that goes to the
North.
world map.
West.
A little far away,
So-
because you're pretty far to the right of Perugia.
If we look at the world map,
West, northwest, something like that.
you
If you
guys
ask
have
where
Razvan
Ember-
here.
Pull out her 2 region maps to show you.
Eldaria is here, on the other side of this river.
Yeah, west, northwest, and then Inferno's like right up there
That's
by the.
Inferno right there. That's
Yeah, we
Karstein,
came
the
from-
capital. Razvan's right here.
We came from High Shade, which is a little mountain village where our faction is.
Oh.
And this purple border here is the map that you just posted in your notes channel. That's the actual area that's encompassing of this forest.
So I'm just gonna put improved local map in my notes.
Yeah. So like you actually have one of the entire forest. It's just this is the one that's really relevant right now.
Okay, so we're here.
You are
Okay.
like at the border right now at this
yeah,
point,
okay, the border.
and you'll be heading over here to the Vos.
And we came from way up here.
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
And you guys
cool.
started from there.
Eldaria.
And we made a big old trip over here.
Soon on the west coast, there will be my wizard tower.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get a mountain cave for my dragon to put his hoard.
All right.
I might have
Dwarf
a couple of
fort.
cousins up there.
As you guys travel along the forest road deeper and deeper into the Noct, let's see if there's any encounter. Because while the patrols are a thing, they cannot stop all the night beasts.
We're trying.
Well, at the very least, we can't be ambushed.
All right. Well, seems like they have stopped all the night beasts for this day. Unless you guys want to spend some villain point. I don't have any villain points to spend. It's fine.
I was gonna say
Oh,
spend
Verugia
it.
wants-
We'll help out Verugia. Yeah.
All right.
Wait, how many destiny do I have to spend for you to get some villain points?
I mean, if you want an encounter, you can spend it right now.
I mean, maybe I want to see how hard things are before we go even further. That would be nice.
I mean, yeah, I mean, this would be easy mode.
Oh, I kind of want to see what your capabilities are too, to be honest.
What the fuck?
I want to see how hard you hit at level 9. I want to see what I can look forward to.
Okay, again, like I'm the weakest of the party. Like you're not gonna get much out of me.
I'm still pressing a hard X on that one.
I'm a level 5 ranger within a level 4 rogue. I'm not.
That's some good shit, though. Hold on.
No, I'm not that kind of ranger. I'm not a Gloomstalker ranger. I'm a monster slayer. So I'm not. So I didn't go broken.
That's the good
fine.
one. What do you
What are you talking
mean?
about?
Okay, maybe it's because I keep comparing myself to Master, who can like dish out like 100 damage per swing.
Well, isn't that because he made a deal for extra strength?
He did.
He
Which I would
did.
totally do.
Yeah, but before that, still did like 80.
Looking at Spoons' spell list. Yeah, you sure about that?
Like I said, I'm the weakest. I'm the weakest of the party.
X. I've seen her spell list.
All right.
I give Whackbit the big hug. It's okay, bud.
I'm the Reddits of the group.
Oh,
Does that make us the farmer with the shotgun?
Oh shit.
Oh no! I just suggest this man to go to the bandit or back to the bastard cat and just he'll do it. He can't say anything about it, so I don't know about that.
Stop being so mean!
All right. After a few hours of travel, pushing on deeper and deeper into the woods, you eventually get into a more marshy and almost fetid part of the forest itself. The ground waterlogged, large water-like plants towering overhead, giving like just this maze of vines and leaves as the willows blow within the wind. It is difficult to trek through the swamp, especially since I don't believe either of the rangers who are now in the party have favorite terrain. Marsh,
No.
No, I'm only level 5. I need another level.
yeah, but fortunately, no real threats seem to threaten you this day. Whether it's because you're too close to the Vos's den now, or because the patrols have been that effective, your travel to the Vos's hut goes by uneventfully. I'll grab your tokens, put you on the map.
It is pretty hard to make it understood that this place is dangerous, considering how easy this track was. But
Well, I mean, I
You did a good job.
but I do have a little bit of doubt. I won't lie there because that was a pretty easy walk-in.
But
I
this
walked
is again,
quite a bit since-
this is the area where we've worked. We haven't done
Well,
the
I
teleport
I
yet.
hope this Mr. Voss is a nice enough.
Uh-huh.
He is. He
We'll-
can be a
we'll see.
bit scary in appearance, but don't let that.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
I almost promise I've seen scarier shit.
Oh, actually, since you guys are from farther away, have you guys seen this woman? And Moika is gonna
Uh-oh.
like take out a wanted poster.
Wait.
Oh
Is
man!
it her? Is it her?
Octo's contemplating. It's definitely gonna be her. It's
Let me see.
definitely gonna be her.
Let me see.
It's just So basically, it's this. Have you seen this woman? How about in Nexus General?
Hmm.
Oh, that's not who I thought it was. Oh.
Don't think so. Makes me sad.
I don't believe I have. I think I would remember if I saw someone like that.
Do you have a name?
Hey, no, she's ugly as shite.
I was trying to not say that, but yeah.
Big nose, yeah.
Oh, so while we're showing pictures, have you ever seen this guy right here?
I doubt if Eva hasn't seen him, and if there are other hard-headed
I'm
friends.
just being. I can't think of the word.
Have I
They're all-
Sage? We haven't played in like so long. I don't
Thank
actually.
you, Octo.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I swear, no
Good.
one's seen this spoopy, scary man that's stuck in my head, but I'm
Good,
gonna
good.
Hey,
find him.
Mordecai, do you know who the Bloodwatch is?
The who? Bloodwatch?
Yeah.
Bloodwatch.
So this is something that the downtime that you guys have been doing, specifically Kane has been doing, I haven't been able to get around to. Though he did just barely start reading the book, in RP chat. You guys have a book on this. You have several books on this. The Bloodwatch are the old vampire counts who used to rule Bruges, quote unquote, used to.
Currently do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's their
It is their like security force. Their personalized faction.
Ask me about him.
It's
I'll
like,
tell you so much.
yeah, I asked Kane, he's like, I don't know who they are at all, but I've seen that symbol before. I'm just like, what are you
Yeah.
talking
Well,
about?
I think for Kane's part, I just hadn't gotten to their downtime yet.
Yeah.
It was made for funny art.
Fair.
Yeah. So
They're
since he's
fun.
RP, that he's now read it in RP chat, you can consider that he's probably told you what he's read.
Alright. Okay, so I was just gonna say, oh, the Bloodwatch. Yeah, the group that protected the old vampire lords.
Yeah, they've been active all over from what we can tell, and
I fucking knew it! I
We-
knew
we-
it was vampires. I knew they were back. I knew they never left.
oh yeah, no, 100%.
You'd be right.
We've been
They're
dealing with
hunting
them
me.
for like months now. It's horrible. We went to this small little village, and that's where they're donating blood. It was horrible.
Funnily,
There's one fewer
funnily
village in
enough,
Norway,
we've not seen any trace of them here.
Oh, there was
Hey, they've
there was
been
this-
in fucking Eldaria.
there was
fair
this
bit.
guy we tracked
Aldaria,
who was possessed.
Harlogus.
Honestly, what
Sorry,
scares
yeah.
me the most now is that maybe now that we've cleared the hag protection, maybe they'll now start wandering here. The hags were keeping them away, but now we've went ahead and
They've operated in Bruzi already. There was an Eldarian-based trading company who was dealing with them. They were taking undead drakes in and out of different places, and
Oh yeah, and
that was where I also learned that they've also crossed the sea.
I
to-
think that,
Wait, Mordecai. They have fucked with Eldaria. They fucked with this guy's what? If they come fucking with you, you let us know. You have the Sky Sworn on your back.
yeah, we'll
We'll
help
do
out.
our best to do what we can.
yeah,
As-
sure, we considered.
As all well and good as that sentiment might be, politics are never really quite that simple.
Hey, Octo, we don't give a shit about people and their opinions about, politics and shit. Hey,
It's got nothing to do with people and their opinions. You're going to make a promise to a man to come to his aid in his hour of need, and then when aid doesn't arrive, what does he do? It's a character.
oh no,
test.
I'm the aid being promised. If you don't want to come up, then fine.
I took it as a personal promise, not a political one. Despite my name being OC, I'm not politically inclined. If you wanted to make that sort of deal, you'd speak with Evangeline or Kane, or
Oh no,
if
Miss
you're very
Evangeline's nice.
charming,
If she
with
asks for
Lady
help,
OC herself.
I haven't met this OC lady, but I did hear about some Lord Astari from the guard.
Sorry.
Yeah, apparently that's a local nobility in Razvan.
Yeah, yes. I've been wondering if he is an ally. Very nice person.
Well, I haven't met him. I just heard about him from the guard. I figured it would be too difficult to get a meeting, so I didn't try.
Well, this is the Voss place.
Oh, yeah, I was told there was a shack. Do we just knock on his door and say, "Excuse me, is anyone home?"
Yeah, we basically just walked in.
Well, isn't it kind of rude to walk in? Wouldn't you knock first?
We did. No answer. Then we just walked in.
Well, I mean, at least he alerted them to your presence.
But you do know
Hear me
that.
out.
But you do know he is here. And if you just knock and make your way in and make your intentions clear, I'm sure he'll show himself to you.
Hear me out. It is us, and we are knocking in the
Okay.
Noct us woods. Anyway,
Ugh.
Excuse
You know,
me,
you can put him down if you want.
is anyone home? She'll knock on the door. Is there a Mr. Voss here?
As you make your way up ahead, oh, I'm not in Tobler, to the doorway. I'm just go and reveal the interior.
Was there a map?
I am
Yeah.
missing a
You,
map.
you guys,
I missed
motherfucker. I thought I put you guys on this so long ago.
No,
no,
I'm
we were on the world map.
because we were on the world map.
Yeah, there we go. You make your way up the steps to the door and begin knocking. The door will eerily creak open.
Oh yeah, this happened.
Hello? Anyone there? Does Lycra see anyone invisible?
No. They do, as they look around, notice there's a small orb following you. Specifically, Octo.
Ember. What? What's that glowing thing? What glowing thing? That one. Any points?
They look up and they also see one following Morkag.
Morkag. Why is
Don't
there a
mind.
glowing thing following you two?
Don't mind it. It's how he sees us.
The dragon tries to poke it.
It kind of
Does his hand go through it?
just like floats away from the hand.
Why can't I touch this glowing ball? It's shiny, I want it. How do I have it?
It's not really a ball. It's a
But,
sunset.
but
Grab it. Get it. You got this.
the dragon will spend some time trying to take your ball, but he can't seem to do it, Morkag.
Who just enjoys this?
Lycurus, will you stop?
He's really lively, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he's a silly little guy. Don't bug the stranger. He might take it wrongly. Excuse me, whoever's in this place, Mr. Voss, we're coming in. Sorry for intruding. And she walks in.
Hey,
Cool.
Oh, that was interesting.
The door to the north opens.
Oh, well, I guess we go that way.
I don't
Yeah,
know. You
simply
wanna go
follow
upstairs?
the instructions.
But no, I'd rather not just walk willy nilly. If the doors are going to open, I guess that's where I'm supposed to go.
What, I mean, we could go upstairs instead. Also, this like door to the south.
Yeah, but they're closed, and that seems rude.
They didn't say hi at the doorway when we entered. They are rude.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm trying to be polite here. She'll poke her head through this door. Hello, is anyone there?
You see the simple hallway with macabre furnishings, skulls, humanoid in nature, jars of organs and the like. It is definitely Perusian through and through.
Wow, this place reminds me of the crematorium in Dolater where they had all the organs. Have you ever been to one of those, Ulu?
No, I hate Doladir. That shit sucks.
It's definitely better than here, and it's definitely better than Eldiria right now, and
What?
leagues better than Arlogus.
I'm coming, Mr. Mysterious
This
Voice.
door opens.
Ember, you really shouldn't listen to strange voices.
That is the Voss. You can listen to these voices.
Well, maybe this one, but not all of them.
Licorice. To be fair, they listen to strange voices often.
What? No, that's Octo. He's the one talking to an invisible person that I can't even see.
Not so much invisible as not really there.
All right, well, Ember, we'll head to this door and then peek in.
All right, as you peek on in, you can see the rustic yet well furnished living space of the Vos. Similar furnishings, decor of the macabre nature, occult symbolism everywhere, tomes lining the shelves. The chandelier itself, as you look up to it, is that of a pentagram made from bones. Whether they're, humanoid or beast, you don't quite know. But as you look to the right near the hearth where a large antlered demonic deer head resides over top, you see the figure of the Vos. This strange, hunched over figure of gray, ashen skin, the skull of some bestial form, no eyes visible, a long, curled, elongated claws covered in this thick, viscous-like red ink. Its spine protruding outwards, bony from its back. It's hunched down upon the chair and looks out towards you with a creaking sound. Newcomers to the woods. Seeking insight. Words of wisdom. To delight.
Hello, yes, that's what I'm here for. I need help, please. Are you Mr. Voss?
Voss am I. Voss is one of many. You are welcome to sit, to discuss, to request, and to gift.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Where is
Very
the
polite of you.
nearest sitting arrangement?
Are all
He
the seats?
motions to the couches and the chair here.
Okay, Ember's gonna, slowly walk over the chair and sit down carefully. The dragon's just gonna stand behind it and look around, confused.
The Vos will look up, kind of the creaking sound of the bones echoing without the chamber, as he will look to the left of the door, beyond Octo. Do you not wish for treats? Come now, Morgad.
Hi, Voss.
It's been time past, time lost.
I'm still waiting for that job you want me to go on.
It is nigh. It is close. Need to only seek inside or without.
Oh, this is more
Gotcha.
confusing.
But you have brought more friends, more creatures.
Yeah, they wish to speak with you. They need your aid.
Well, the Vos is ready to provide if they have, but to offer.
Yeah. So, Miss Evangeline said that you could help if I made a deal. She'll pull out the pictures and the symbol and her research notes, and I guess put it on the table here. I'm I got attacked by this magic possession thing, and when I researched it, it led me here to the woods about the ruined structures of the old vampire counts, and I'm trying to figure out where to go from here to get information on this guy and the symbol.
What are you offering?
Mhm. Well, I'm not sure exactly what you want, but I have
Hey, what are you asking?
I have things. Yeah. Is there something specific you want before I just start rattling off things?
Many things are desired. Great wonders. The mind of the desires there. Offers of materials are not. What is
So,
something that you wish, but
is it
would not?
uh
It doesn't have
out
to
of
be
character?
material. Remember, it doesn't have to be material.
Yeah. No, it's just out of character because my character is a little bit dumb with her 8 charisma. Does she have an idea of what he's meaning here? Like,
Roll me an intelligence check.
Would
ooh,
that be
that
with advantage? His Markek did warn her. Upright.
Octo's just
No.
sitting here, just
I'll
like,
allow
let's
it.
see, let's see how far this deal gets before he has to talk merchant.
Okay, with that, he's definitely not meaning anything that mortals would consider currency. So coin, items, he doesn't give a shit.
right.
Specific items, he might have some interest. He is more, if you know like traditional Fey deals where you like, I offer you like a name or a memory. Those would be things he's interested in. Things that are
Oh, okay.
like not so tangible in the mortal sense, but in the Fey or the occult sense, there's power there. He also happy to take souls, but you don't have a soul to give, so you know.
Ember will think for a minute and then well,
I don't know. Looks at something.
I'm a traveling map maker and a wanderer, and I've traveled a long way from home. Would you be interested in the memory of my home village and where I come from?
Wow.
She's a wanderer.
So little desires, so little thought. I have no care that would be forgot.
Octo takes a drag of his pipe.
Hmm.
Boy, I have a name. I, I have something that people call me, but is that not something that you might take from me?
A name, has power and potency. The taste of yours, though. Chosen. Marked. Bound
Hey,
and sought. A name, a name. Is this what you offer? Ooh.
hearing you say it, ugh,
Well,
it tastes sour in my mouth.
Oh, Octo called up from the back. Oh, gee, you think?
I don't think you should pay. Ooh, this is my. You can
Shut up!
me.
No,
Uh,
these are my friends. These are people that I think that I should. I don't know. They've done a lot for me.
I
Is
would
that
say,
is that a willing offer that you be taken to take?
I should warn. A name for one of yours is not just a name. The offer is one that can be given, that will be accepted, but should warn. It is not what you think will be lost.
You know I don't know my own name, and this is what people have called me. So if this is what you want to take from me, I don't actually mind losing it. It's a piece of shit, and I hate it. If Ember and Octo benefit from it, they are good people to me, and I'll sacrifice such.
a heartfelt son of it who you hear from the peanut gallery in the back. But the thing is he wants you to make an offer without knowing what he can give us that is particularly unique for such a flavor of a mystery sacrifice, so to speak.
He outstretches his hand, an offer willing to be accepted.
Well, he is a skeptic, points to Octo. The power of the Voss is very, very real.
It's
I
less
think-
about skepticism and more what does he provide us that we can't just buy through a divination scroll or the offers of a powerful wizard.
Then I ask
And
you
what
why.
It does have a
Yeah,
good
so then
here,
why aren't you with them and not in here instead? Because you
Yeah,
could.
Yeah,
Because
who
there's-
gives? Hold on. Who gives no shits? Octo is trying to like convince him otherwise. He kind of like head pats his front.
because
Ember is someone who is like, hey, this is my journey, but I am willing to make the sacrifice. Ooh says all of this, and he commits. He is willing to make this deal with Boss.
Before we make a deal, might I ask if possible? I don't mean to cause offense, but how will you help us? I've never met anyone like you before. Sorry. Kind of nervously wringing her hands.
The Vos will turn to look at you. Hand still outstretched to you, by the way. Answers sought. Answers lost. Knowledge gained. Knowledge brought.
Oh, okay. And then just out of character, he did not want her offer, correct?
Correct. Now, you do not hold any real meaning to it, so it does not hold meaning to him.
Um. But before you take my friend's name, I do have one other thing I would like to offer. Or at least see if you'd be interested in it. I don't know if this is something that would entice you, but well, sorry. I guess technically two things. One is she would offer up the memory of the dwarf who taught her and gave her a reason to want to be a ranger. And then if that isn't sufficient, the other thing would be she'd see if he'd be interested in her green site.
and Octo's just here like you guys are starting like way up here with your bartering. You need to start way down here with it and then move up.
Homie!
I don't
Like,
want to hear it
join
from you,
in!
Mister. I'm gonna touch her with
Octo,
this.
well, this is the exact reason as to why Octo touched said ritual rock is because you guys are just out here throwing out your most precious things without knowing how this man is any different than a divination spell or a
Well, yes, but
or
the
a scrying
difference
thing.
is she's doing this with the pre-knowledge that she's willing to accept this exchange rather than I'm just going to touch a thing and see what happens. But I enjoy your RP. It's fun.
An offer given. An offer awaiting. Impatience will provide nothing but sorrow and emptiness.
You know what?
Hey,
I can respect
It
the
will
deal.
turn back to Ooh. Do you accept?
yes.
He motions for this hand.
None of these fucks need to deal with that shit.
No, I wasn't saying that he was not going to accept your offer, Ember. It's just that he's already in an offer deal, so he has to wait for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, if you really want to give
who
up your
says
name,
yes?
that's fine. But Ember's more than willing to offer up something.
So you would hop off the chair and make reach for his hand, which, by the way, is reaching about here.
Long. Ivor kind of just like tilts his head and like pulls his pipe from his mouth and goes like, "Well, we gave you a chance to think about it. I can respect that."
I know I want Udo to slap their hand, but it's their choice.
I mean, I'd rather you not do it, but Ember's not going to stop you if not, because she's already given you her opinion on it. Much like Octo, it's okay if you don't listen.
Matters. She's haunted. I don't have an arm potentially attuned to a phylactery. Who needs some weirdness?
Yeah, I'd rather you wouldn't give away your name. I like it, but it's your choice, Ooh.
It's not my name.
Huh, familiar.
Well, it sounds like you might end up not losing what you think you're gonna lose,
Yeah, he could be talking about your true name.
I
and it
don't
might
care.
not even be that. Think about something tied to your name, your person that you actually care.
And it won't just affect you either.
I'll suffer. If I can be the face tank for the people I love,
Well, the deal was already accepted, right?
yeah.
You actually grabbed his hand.
If it's Ooh, then yeah.
All right. As soon as you hop from the chair, grasp his hand, you are immediately rifed in intense, searing pain, slithering up your arm as inky black tendrils form upon it, a cavalcade of thorny vines imprinting themselves upon your arm, the mark of the Vos. It is intense and unbearable, but eventually the pain does stop. Everyone is no longer able to call you Ooh nor your real clan name. Additionally,
Ooh.
you feel something strange. A new name enters your mind.
He's now SP.
Fog.
Oh my god.
The dwarven caste for traitor.
Oh.
The dwarven people, you are a traitor, for you have forsaken your clan. And this is what he's taken from you. The names that you forsook.
Boss, what do you give us?
And now, for out-of-character stuff, I know you guys are looking for information on the individual, you have maps and all that good stuff. For full context, out-of-character, what is it you're looking for?
Make it something more than just a name, because Octo at this moment is like, all right,
Only
coming out here
Ooh
might
knows
be
about
cheaper.
that, but
They want his social security number. They want his address. They
Address,
want
his email, his phone number.
Go kick his ass.
coordinates, everything. Like
If it was up to me, it would just be a lead to go on. But
I
I think it's SP's thing because he's the one who made the deal.
Yeah. I know the intentions. I just want to make sure fully clear that I'm not missing anything. Because if you're like, tell us his weaknesses, that obviously wouldn't be part of it. Because it was clear
I
the initial
brought up
intentions.
all the information I had.
they
on
want
him.
his character sheet.
I honestly, but real talk, I kind of just like want to know where he's at, what his plans are. Like, well, what is all this like bullshit leading up to?
Mhm.
Because I trip over his nonsense and his bullshit almost everywhere I go. Doldir has been my only sanctuary from his bullshit.
I have nothing personal. Um, what Marco and what Ember say are kind of the ideas of what should be gained. Especially Ember, they are with this the most with their like ghosts.
But yeah, just trying to get something more.
All right. Let's see here.
Listen, I got this neat book made of flesh if you need more.
Let's bring up some notes real quick to gather.
You also have a flesh book.
Yeah, I have a flesh book. I have a book
Yeah.
made of flesh. I have a cursed fucking well, it's not cursed anymore. I have a phylactery. I have a simulacrum, which you didn't get to meet, which has a manticore heart and leviathan blood. I got a lot of dumb stuff.
Oh, it's a good thing Casimir didn't see that flesh book. He would confiscate it.
Yeah, that's why I don't bring it everywhere.
Okay, now let's make a deal to get me strong enough to fight the monsters.
Let's see here. Was this loaded yet? Cool.
You can have haste.
I have to edit the stream overlay real quick.
Can't believe my best friend lost his name.
And you can't even say it anymore when you're referring to him.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
Saying "ooh"
Master-
will not work.
Master did the same thing.
Fun fact. I'll just call them eights.
All right.
So the
let's see
tag
here.
thing
That's
is
been
only
saved.
he knows, right?
Yeah, only he knows. That's
Okay.
just an internal thing of him realizing what this truly meant. Because he's
My
a
name is
dwarf.
Tag.
Yeah, names for dwarfs is pretty important, so. Alright, updating the overlay. Bam. Oh wait, this one doesn't have the Morcag. Let me go save that again. Whoop! You're here, Morcag. You can't be forgotten. Unless you make a deal.
Don't forget me. I already made a deal. And all I gave him was my services. Like, it's true that you guys were highballing it by giving him your name already. I was like, you could just offer
I
your
didn't want
services.
to give away the name.
Listen, people have not really wanted to
Honestly,
listen to Akko recent days. He's not
like-
offering any additional advice.
Like if Amber gave away her sense of direction, she would get like a
That would
lot.
have been hilarious.
She can't do that. She's way too woodsy and travelly.
Alright.
Yeah, well, I mean, it has to be something that really matters. Like giving her away her sense of
Okay.
direction would be giga.
That's why she offered up the memory of her mentor and her green sight, because those are really important.
I would have taken those.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, you still can. You can still get
yeah,
power
go
out of it.
something else.
Well, I mean, that's up to him if he wants to still take a deal. I don't know.
He's always waiting to take a deal. He's the boss, baby.
I don't know what that is.
He's the boss.
Oh yeah, that does
baby!
remind me. Anyone who is in the living world who tries to think of ooh, cannot think of the word ooh when it referring to them.
Does that need
Just-
to be like a thing?
Yeah, your name just doesn't exist. In their mind, they hear thag instead.
Yeah, even your
Okay.
password was changed.
Everything's changed.
Your Deviant Art account also got changed.
Yeah.
What?
Just gonna dox you. It's fine. Anyways, should get to his response now for your reward. Okay. The one you seek. The most dark and terrible foe. Once forgot, brought back from the end. The Count von Trusk. is found yonder. Then a long, bloody finger dripping with the ichor that kind of stains his hand, kind of points and prods at the map laid down upon the table as he points at two locations. One, he stops at a ruined castle within the woods, which I'll go and point out real quick. Control F and E.
Okay.
He points at the ruins of Castle Damashku.
How do you say that last word? Just so I can.
Damashku. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correct, to be honest, because it's,
Yeah, I'm just gonna copy paste what I wrote down.
Yeah.
Like that.
But he points there. Weaknesses sought, weaknesses fraught, held within, crypts forgot. Well then, I realized I didn't have his echo on. Oh well. He will then move his hand off this map, beyond. Though for Octo's particular intelligence, you realize that he is not too far off. If you were to like measure it from this map to the world map, it would be fairly close.
Oh, if I pull up my my region map of Eldaria, does that help?
No.
Okay.
So he is going to move his finger from this point here, where the about there is where the Castle Damashku is. And he's going to slide it, not touching the paper, but just kind of like slide it, hovering over it, east into the mountains, and stop there. Castles hidden, castles lost, held within, counts forgot. Two dangers untold, left to yours alone. Forgot, untold.
Once.
Oh my.
I don't want to climb more mountains.
Pathways forward, dangers reside. Travel carefully, paired, lest ye die.
I see. Thank you.
And Morkag,
Yeah.
you think you can trust this guy with a bomb?
By the way, Morkag.
Yeah.
When he was pointing at that castle, in the mountains, which he didn't actually reference it as a castle, but that location in the mountains, your particular pull to your sister grew stronger, just the briefest moment.
Cousin.
Cousin, yeah, sorry.
So, would you guys be willing to take Kemek along as well?
I'm sorry. Say again.
If you're going to that mountain, can I come with? The woman I'm looking
yeah.
for is
Yeah,
there.
of course. Ember would have no problem if you wanted to tag along with us, because that helps her out too. Because then, Spoons and her friends and Razvin can have someone watching us, so we don't do anything that will piss them off more.
Honestly, Morkag's been the nicest one in Octo's eyes, so he's all for it.
Oh God, was it really that bad?
Yeah.
Well,
we
yeah,
told
well,
that-
in his, Kane is Kane,
Can
and Octo is Octo. Eva is a little bit like too condescending for Octo. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
intentionally or not intentionally. I mean, that's just how like the characters interact.
For Morka, Evangeline is the Shadow Queen. She's the one that actually pulls their strings and is actually leading them.
But Morkag is like, he says what he says and he means what he says, and he's just right there. He's what you see is what you get for the most part. He's all about it.
The people I spoke to that recommended I speak with you said that you might be able to help us get to these locations safely. Is that true? Would you be able to give us some aid in exchange for something on our journey to these places, or how would is that possible? She's very skittish.
For
Is the best
what
way.
you seek, would need, offers unique.
Sorry, my brain blanked. What did you say?
For what you seek, would need, offers unique.
He'll do it. You need to give him something.
I, as I said earlier, I have this strange ability to see through the forest and the foliage, and as I tend to travel through them often, it's fairly important to me.
Octo kind of waves his hand. Are we still making deals here? I thought
He'll put a hand forward. He'll then hesitate.
Octo is like really confused. I'm pretty sure we kind of got a name. We got 2 locations.
You asked for multiple. Which is your preference?
Towards me.
Towards you, yeah. Basically, he wants to know, you want him to show you a path, you want him to bring you to a path, and is it just you or is it multiple people? Again, this is because you have the 18 from earlier.
She's just looking for like I guess like a safer path for her group to travel, or something that might help protect them on their trip. I don't know if that's a possibility.
His hand goes outstretched towards you. It
If
actually
you
does
really
reach
want
you.
this- if you really want this, we can just go back to town. I can buy a scroll, and you not have to give things up. Because there's no way paths and stuff are protected by anti-divination magic. I promise you.
Yes, I'm sure you're right, Octo, but we've been told multiple times that this place is horrifically dangerous, and if we're gonna do this, I want us to be safe. I don't want us to die.
Yeah. Back it up. What did I just say? We could do this without having to, pay for things that you can't get back. There is divination magic out there that allows you to basically ask for such things. We could do that instead of, looks at you. I don't know what thag means.
Would I
But-
know because I speak Dwarvish?
I don't have comprehend language on right now. I'm gonna call them 8s because we had this discussion before. You don't have to give up permanent things like what 8s had to do. Not for what you're asking right now.
I'm not.
And even then, I almost hesitate to say that 8s didn't have to do what he did, simply because we could have taken this, seen that he's asking for maybe too much, gone back, tried to buy a scroll, which I will pay any amount of money for, do that, maybe see that then this count is protected by anti-divination magic, and then come back here and gone through this process. But there are steps that we can go through. And I tell you right now, what you're asking for is not worth anything you can give him.
You think protection would not be worth what I have?
You are misunderstanding. Protection now versus giving something that you can't get back versus protection later with something you can get back. I can get 700, 800 gold pieces back, and Octo snaps his fingers like that. You can't get back whatever you want to give him. But if you want to be like gesture, he just hears stag again in his head, and he's like, I don't want to say it. I don't know what it means. It's not his name though. If you want to be like 8s over here, or if you want to be like holds up missing arm, me, go for it. But I'm telling you, there are other options.
There's wisdom in his words. You have to be careful. Either ask for more, like well, why only protection against those areas? Why not just protection in general? He can accommodate.
The Octo will, or the Vos will look at you, Octo. His head
Well,
creaking.
no.
Do you wish for naught, Octo Televarius? So generous, so kind, offering belongings to those treat you well. Pushed to the world, sent to the wilds. Seeking to do good. Left for a while.
Well, that's concerning.
Octo takes a drag from his pipe. You make a lot of assumptions about my intentions at this point in time. I can't say too many people would say what you say, so I guess somewhat flattered. Thank you. Appreciate that. But you seem to be a man of deals. Or creature. How would you want to be addressed?
We are the Vos.
There you go. Vos, is that a royal we? Never mind.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. I am also a man of deals, but I'll tell you right now, almost nothing I have on me is worth anything to you, because I'd have to care about it first. Material possessions and what little physical form and memories I have at this point don't amount to too much. And that which I do have is worthless in the sense that there is no price I'd pay to part with them. That being said, that's not typical. I'm aware of that. These two here, from all my time spent with them, have such things. And if it only takes me a little bit of coin to produce the same effects that you produce, well, as a deal maker, you certainly see that that's a deal worth taking, isn't it?
The wizard assumes what I offer can be replicated.
Yeah, I wanted to say his power is far beyond, but you never
It's-
saw it, so I understand your.
Well, I suppose
It's-
Mortag does have a point though. If I'm offering up something important to me, it should be a worthwhile trade.
It's less so about what you are or not capable and what the minimal viable product is here. Because if we can get away with less, we should.
Seeking to haggle with a Vos is a first indeed.
Less haggle and more so take our business and properties elsewhere.
Well, I understand your point, Octo, but I do this because I'm trying to get strong enough to protect people, and as scary as this guy might be, he does seem to be nice enough to offer us help in exchange for things. So.
And how much do you have to give up before the strength that you get no longer exceeds what you've lost?
I don't know.
Well, I've said my piece. Make your decision. Marvin kind of like hops down and he just starts, wandering around with his undead-looking little self. He's just like,
And it's still outstretched.
Sorry, my mind's wandering. What did I ask for again? Was it just protection?
You wanted protection along the path to your destination. Though you also, earlier than that, offered direct transport. So, but your most recent one has been protection.
Right. But yeah, Morkag did say that you're very powerful. In exchange for my green site, would you grant me protection, like to aid me, or just in general, or like I'm not good at wording things right now. Tired.
You wish for protection, guardians. Something can be offered. Specifics required.
Hmm. I'm blanking here. I'm sorry. My brain not working.
All good. I mostly just need to know if you're looking for protection along the way, if you're looking for, like, something that
I guess she's just
protects
looking
you
for
specifically. Is it an item? I need some more
Well,
specifics than that, because it's very open-ended right now.
Morkag mentioned he's very powerful and just to ask for more than what I'm asking for. So she's just asking for protection just in general, since he
All right.
seems to be.
I think that was it out of character. We were asking for an item. Like
She doesn't. Ember doesn't know what. Voss
You are just
has
giving
on.
the general protection.
Yeah, she's just looking to be safer.
All right. Well, I can work with that. And is offered still.
Yeah, I guess she'll accept it.
Once more, searing pain is filled not within Flag, but within you, Ember, as your arm is rived with inky black viney tendrils and thorns, the symbol of Vos, as a deal is struck. The pain is almost unbearable, but eventually it does fade.
Is it worse than when I was possessed?
Similar. Yeah, I mean, the one when you possessed was almost capable of causing you to take pretty heavy sanity damage, so it's close.
Yeah.
But he isn't wanting you to go insane, and you can't come back and get more, deals. Or maybe you would come back and get more deals. Regardless,
they always come back.
yeah.
What is this symbol, by the way? It's thorny vines on her arm?
Yeah, like thorny black tendrils, vines. Let's see here.
I'm just curious because I love the flavor stuff.
Yeah. So, let's see. Image, new tab. Object layer. Basically, this kind of like snaking its way up your arm from the wrist itself up to about the elbow. Yeah.
This just affects me, right? The markings.
Yeah, just the markings.
Tattoos.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the markings just a thing that you and Thag have now, and technically everyone else who's made deals with him. It's just his mark, so people know that you've been marked, and that he knows that you've been marked, which he doesn't really need it to know that, but he likes knowing that he's made deals.
No, that's fair. I've got all sorts of markings on me now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now you are looking for protection. Based on your previous requests, you will take that into account for what he is offering. Skittish and scared, lost in despair. Protections sought, protections brought. You will raise up a very long, curled, bloody finger and just poke you in the forehead.
He just gives you a shield.
Oh god, my head.
As soon as he pokes you, you feel a little less scared.
Alright.
Oh,
All right, I'll put this in rewards.
do I have a mark on my forehead now?
No, he just poked you.
Okay,
Give you
I
it.
just wanted to make
A
sure.
touch. It was touch.
He's got his bloody finger, so.
You should have given up your wig.
Imagine
And the
if I
ability
did.
to wear a wig.
But that would have to be the ultimate reward, though, because her wig is like the most important thing to her.
Yeah.
She has to have hair. I couldn't do that one. I'd give up my spell casting before the wig.
I give up my.
You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
just like every single wig can't sit on her head properly and it always falls off after like a couple seconds.
It always
I don't
bursts
think
into flame.
fate's worse than death.
That would have been amazing. I'd have loved that.
No, I'll come back for power and I'll trade my wig for that then.
Damn, I honestly, I couldn't even think of something that Octa would like actually gives enough of a shit about to give up for like anything.
Well, Ember's had some bad encounters, and so her mindset's a little bit different.
Let's see here. I think it's in this folder. Yeah, I'd look up something real quick. Whoop.
Cat, you little rat, what are you doing? Stop it.
Oh, but because I know Dwarvish, do I know the meaning of fag?
Yes.
Ember's just gonna look at Ulu really sadly.
It's kind of awkward because I don't think he introduced himself to me.
All right, there you go. Here's a boon.
So Markag just thinks his name is
All right. Ember, you are
Yes.
now immune to any fear of frightened or lower rating and have advantage on all other sources of fear. You have absolute advantage against night beasts and vampires when it comes to fear. Additionally, you gain a +1 fate bonus to AC and on all saving throws. This is doubled against vampires and night beasts.
Damn, there we go.
Holy shit.
He took into
Yeah.
account your path that you were going to take, which is, you know, night beasts and vampires, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm giving up my green side?
Yes, which you'll see his eyes, or not his eyes, his mask kind of flash green when you give it to him. He can now see through green stuff. He's happy. Though it does mean anyone who asks for his green sight from here on out won't give a shit.
Yeah, that already
You
happened.
guys are making a boss monster. That's
Yes!
what you're doing. That's what you're all doing right now.
Hey, for me, I'm happy because that's my XP. Future
If
XP.
it comes to that, then, she'll help out if it's asked.
Anyways, he will look down towards you. A deal struck. A deal complete. Left to wonder. Others to seek.
Thank you. I do actually feel a little bit better now.
Would that make her less skittish now that she's immune to fear?
I mean, she can still RP it. It's kind of like a mental thing where, like, you don't know, you don't feel it.
I like to think it just calms your mind a tiny little bit right now.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, he's looking out towards you guys, seeing if anyone else has any interests in offerings or deals.
Actually, Octo's sitting here like, what do you give me for this? And he just holds up the lich stone. He's kind of done with it. It's more trouble than it's worth at this point.
At an actual offer?
It's less of an offer, just like, hey, hands rock. Do you want it?
And clarify what that is for me. Just remind me.
I can't really say. It's either an incomplete philosopher's stone or it's like a
We've learned about it as
burgeoning phylactery. One of those two things.
a vampire was masquerading as a wizard in Feros, and that was what I reported to you at the Sky Storm
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
where they were taking all the blood, and Octo put a rock in it, and it turned into the fake stone. And he's been doing stuff to it since, so it's gotten even spicier.
Yeah, it's gotten less spicy since Septo exists, but
Yeah.
He did chill it out a little bit. But
it has been difficult to stabilize. It's also potentially a bomb if it breaks.
Mhm.
So
But yeah, it is theoretically a phylactery for a lich, according to.
Is this an offer you wish?
what would you give me for it? This seems like unrelated to what we're doing. This seems like a very convenient and potentially looks at Morkag reasonable way to dispose of such an object.
Vos will kind of uncurl his fingers and kind of spread his hand outwards in a more like welcoming gesture as he points out towards one of the bookshelves here. Knowledge is power. Power sought. Power, perhaps, lost.
You're gonna get another flesh totem. Another flesh book.
The thing here is, not really looking for anything in particular.
Then
But,
why offer?
He's had some bad trouble with it.
Well, if
Less
you
so
want,
bad trouble, more so it's not responsible.
Honestly, if you give it to me, I could probably smuggle it somewhere. We can exchange the profit. 70.
Yeah, that is the exact kind of thing I want to avoid.
Oh,
Because
why?
this is, well, for one, there is a 50-50 chance that if this thing breaks or is put in the wrong hands, it could take out a town like the size of Razvan, for one. For two, liches are bad.
Liches are
Right.
bad.
Three,
I actually do know an alchemist.
I am an alchemist as well, and I'll tell you right now, it's not something I'm just gonna hand over to anybody, really. But weird mythical guy in the forest, capable of making deals, taking away names and things like
Wait.
that, probably not gonna lose it.
Lich, huh? Can hold on. Wait, hold on. I haven't seen this in so long. I think I have alchemist proficiency. Let me just double check. Just so I can take a look at this thing to see what it can and can't do. Because I kind of want to give it to, like, the alchemist friend we befriended. The one who improved himself.
You could not convince Octo to give you this rock. The only person he's considering giving it to is basically the borderline deity that's sitting right there. That nobody will mess with in the middle of the forest. That will probably not give up anything he's ever taken from anybody ever. That's the only reason he was even considering just like, take it.
Oh,
Because it's either that, or I carry it around with me the rest of my life.
Oh, in that case, just ask for knowledge. Or the ability to smell gold.
It's less so of a, I don't really want it for things, for benefits. It's just like, hey, do you want it? Do you have like
it doesn't
something
matter. It doesn't matter. If you're giving him something, he's gonna offer you. He's gonna give you something.
That's why Octo's sitting here asking, like, what would you give me for this? Just kind of,
Or honestly, if you really want to get rid of it, just leave it on one of the drawers.
You need to ask for something to obtain something for something, Octo. What do you want?
No, if he,
I mean, technically,
you don't want
technically, what you could do is I offer you this, and all I want is peace of mind. From the fact that nobody else is going to be using that thing, I think it still counts.
Give me shinies. And the dragon wants it.
It's not really quite that simple.
No, it is. Just ask him for many, many shinies.
I don't want to ask him for things. I want to see what he thinks that this would be worth, because at the end of the day, it's what he wants to offer, and if he doesn't offer me anything that
He's
I find
already pointed at the
interesting,
bookshelf.
Yeah, he's ready to give you. He's ready to give you a book for it.
Well, think about what you do best.
You overcomplicate things.
Do you mind if I peruse the books?
He is pretty much like Kane, except Kane would just jump in.
Mostly if they have like names on the binders, because
touching might end in sorrow. Perusal of eyes is without trouble.
Don't touch.
I appreciate the work. I appreciate the warning. Thank you.
While we're waiting for him to look at the books, do you mind if I have a drink? And she's gonna pull out a bottle from her bag. You can have one too if you want, mister.
Oh, you're offering him a drink. What do you want in return? Giggles.
No, I'm just asking if he wants it.
You'll put a hand out.
Oh, God.
She hands you a glass and fills it with some moderate alcohol, and then she'll have a glass herself.
Yeah.
Do you want one thing? I feel bad calling you that. Do you want one thing?
All right. The books on the shelves there appear to be Well, and they're various different languages, many of which are extraplanar in nature. A good portion of them are in Oklo, as well as Abyssal. There's also Necral tomes and the like.
The dragon will go over and read out the Necral tomes to you if you want him to.
Some of the bindings don't have any words at all. They're just blank. It's clear a good portion of them are spellbooks, though.
Fuck. Octo looks over to the boss and he says, which of these is the least cursed?
He will swirl the glass of liquor in his hand and kind of just like slurp it down.
Did you even get drunk?
No, I didn't.
No, not you, him.
I doubt he can.
Knowledge sought comes with a cost.
Okay, how about I just point at each of these books and you tell me whether or not the cost is the same as rock with lots of life force in it and also other dangers. And if it goes over, you kind of just tell me no. If it goes under, well, you're obviously not gonna tell me if it goes under.
Make an offer. An offer will be thought and provided from your previous pointing and requesting. Will see you to nothing.
How do you think about this, Licorice?
Well, okay, so what's the scariest sounding book name in Necrol? Because Licorice speaks Necrol and he can read it.
Got any draconic written books in here?
Well, no, I want to know what the scariest Necrol book is because that's what he's going to point to.
Cool. Alright, Octo kind of like walks back over here. He says, so you're not going to tell me which one I would get, right? I just give you the thing, you give me a book.
An offer for an offer.
Looks at Ember and Eight. What do you guys think of it?
I mean,
Get rid of Scary Stone you guys don't like.
Look, this is up to you. I know that you've been researching that, and I trust you to do the right thing with that. I worry sometimes.
Do you?
I do. I trust you. You're a good friend. I'm concerned. She's being honest.
Yeah, I know that. He doesn't believe that.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Gives over Lichstone. Damn, I should have brought Septo. I could have just given him Septo.
You could have, yeah. Imagine the deal you could have got for giving him Septo.
Here's an entire person.
And the next time someone goes to visit Voz, Septo's just the butler.
Oh, fuck.
He could have been the one.
Alright, can we redo like the last 2 hours where I go and bring Septo and then Septo
fucking Octo and they're like, Jesus Christ.
and Septo gets to hang out here with the boss. That'd be super cool. I love that story there. You don't even have to give me anything for that. That sounds amazing.
That'll be fun to
Octo.
explain.
Octo, you need to take this book, Threads of the Soul, Boris Mundi. Maybe we can learn more about our bond with the Sky Sword.
I do not want.
You don't want Soul Book?
I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of done with the necromancy thing.
Well, it doesn't have to be necromancy. I just meant that it could help us with our bond.
He will look down towards you, Octo, as you're offering the stone to him. Knowledge is sought, knowledge is abundant in the halls here. A stone for a tome, a mind once on loan. He'll offer a hand.
Say that one more time. What was that last bit?
A mind once on loan.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Octo also looks up over to Ember. Yeah, there's also something that talks inside of this rock as well. So there's that.
Oh, you never mentioned that bit before.
Also, who's the DM
Yeah.
of that rock?
That's Red.
Red Baron.
Red. Okay, I'm gonna have to let him know that you just gave it away, or might be giving it away in a second.
Oh no, I'm definitely giving away at this point.
Okay.
We're gonna not carry around a nuke all day.
Hmm.
Gives rock.
So you accept his offer?
Oh, he's offering that book in specific?
No. He's
Specifically?
just saying in general.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's offering you knowledge, a tome.
Yeah, sure.
He's being vague because he's supposed to be vague.
Yeah. Hold on. Walks back. Give me 10 minutes. Starts casting augury.
The spell fails.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. You know, just gotta. He looks at boss. Just gotta cover all bases. You know. Gives rock.
All right, you shake his hand.
Yeah, I'll
I don't really want to shake his hand. I kind of just want to give him the rock. And then, you know.
Well, you only have one hand to shake with.
He'll take the rock, but his hand's still outstretched.
Look, I'm just being honest. And then she sips some more cider.
A hand can be provided if that is what you seek.
Nah, I can make a hand whenever I want, basically. I'm good. Appreciate that, though. I don't really care enough about it.
His hand is still outstretched.
Gives rock. There you go.
Takes the rock. His hand is still outstretched.
Just shake his hand.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
Don't be rude.
All right, upon shaking, your arm feels immense and terrible pain. Oh my goodness, it's so painful. Truly, it is once more unbearable pain as the tattoo is instilled upon your arm. Suddenly, you feel your pack somewhat heavier as a book has been placed inside.
What the fuck?
Book it.
For my knowledge, so I can prep this, choose a spell school and then choose 2 others.
A spell school? Fuck.
Yeah, like necromancy.
So choose your favorite and then 2 subs.
A favorite and then 2 subs.
Illusions.
But
I could.
illusion is. I would love to pick illusion, but illusion is too much of a gamble, DM to DM.
Evocation then, super safe. Boom boom.
I kind of want to do abjuration. Thinking about it.
Protection, yeah.
But at the same time, I also kind of want to just like go whole hog on transmutation.
Divination, baby.
Do I get to know what I'm like picking for? Or is this just like a gamble thing?
Choose your schools. You'll get things in the future.
Yeah, I mean, just pick what your character uses then.
He is mostly transmutation. That's where his highest save DCs are, and then I guess followed up with enchantment and abjuration.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Transmutation is main, enchantment, abjuration for second.
Yep.
All right. You feel a book has entered your pack.
Gwent.
Deals struck, deals brought. Items lost. Items forgot. The stone will disappear.
Oh, you know what? That actually makes me feel even better.
You know, I am here. I've been getting annoyed by it. I am tempted.
Should I also make a deal, Ember? Ember, should I make a deal?
Oh my god.
What is it that you want, Dragon?
I want shinies and power to protect, but mostly shinies.
I can get you shinies.
What do you
That
have,
I want
Nick?
to be strong, but mostly shinies. I don't know if that's the best idea, but you know, that's up to you, buddy. So what were you saying, Morkak? Sorry for interrupting.
I'm tempted.
Were you also gonna make a deal?
Yeah, kind of. Out of character. A lot of the stuff I've been trying to do requires me to have charisma, and it's my dumb stat.
I want to have more Riz, boss.
Is it your dumb stat?
Oh wait, hold on. Is that my dumb stat?
I thought it was
Hold on.
intelligence, your dumb stat.
What are you talking about? I have 14 intelligence.
Oh, I did your stat sheet wrong then.
Oh my god, you have 14 intelligence? That's more than the
You'll
dragon.
bring up your character sheet, I think. Yeah, no, but I did your intelligence and your charisma backwards. Whoopsie.
Yeah. Because our party is all charisma based. I think I'm the second smartest.
I actually
think
did
we
all
have a
your stats
wizard.
wrong. Oh my goodness.
That makes me sad. If
My dragon has 10 int.
Don't mind me as I go and fix this
no.
here thing.
I don't remember how much int it has.
There you go. Your stats are fixed on my stream.
Nice. I need to. I have a thing I can give away. Alright, but how do I formulate in game I want more charisma?
you want to be more approachable,
No, I don't want to be approachable though. Look how he's dressed.
You want your mind to be less bendable.
socially approachable.
Alright, Voss.
Charisma is force of will, so you can always flavor it as like I want my mind to be stronger against the protect.
Alright, I think I got it. Voss. I know we already have a deal, but I have another in mind. These past few months, I've been put in a position where I've had to deal and handle people. And I am not good, despite all my attempts at talking, communicating, and expressing myself in ways that don't come off as off.
For what it's worth, I like the way you talk and the way you handle things. It's honestly the most refreshing I've had, and I can't think of how many months.
Although I appreciate that there are moments where I feel like I'm saying the right thing, but then I have to throw dice. And then and then it all fails. It always fails. So, boss. He's gonna like approach because
You guys think I could cheat the boss if I asked him to roll a d20 and then give him something if he was
I
right?
No, you can't rush and let the boss into loot.
already gave you
No.
my services, so I want to extend that. I'll give you my time.
He'll offer a hand.
He takes it.
All right. Well, your other arm now has the. I did the thing on accident. Your other arm now has the tendrils. Both arms are now tendrilled up.
How does they match now?
Also, you now have your lifespan cut in half.
Alright.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, honestly, what I was gonna give him when I said my time, I was like, I'm ready for him to like, I'll let you decide when I die. You have my kill switch.
You want like, I don't know, a potion of longevity? I can make some of those for you.
And I just gained so many years.
Honestly, I don't think that many, considering Moikek is the way he lives his life. It's like,
Potential life is still potential life.
yeah, potential life is what he's giving away.
Yeah.
So he can get a bonus in charisma.
All right. Well, let's go and look some stuff up real quick. Marquez by the ability to get a girlfriend instead of a girlfriend.
What the fuck?
Duke's character finally got a date.
That was in
Okay,
the
last movie.
Whispering Nights chat. Technically,
What?
Sinkus is the one who posted it, but Spoons posted it, or reposted it for us. That's just fun. All right, well, you asked for charisma.
Man, calling me out like that. No, I'm kidding.
He's getting the riz. Let me see it change on the stream.
Not gonna lie, he's also kind of has a crush on the orc blacksmith in Razvan.
Oh, the Smith lady.
Yeah,
Raksha? Oh, okay, never mind.
considering I'm having him spend like an entire month at her workshop so he can build this crossbow. Made entirely of hag bone.
Oh, that's nice. That's fancy. That's fancy stuff.
I don't think he would have finished by now. I don't know how long it's been.
All right.
84 years.
You gain a +4 to your charisma, and your cap is increased by 4.
Oh
Damn.
shit.
That's a spicy meatball.
Oh, from 8 to 12.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Half of a life is a bit more than just a name, so he gave you a bit more than he gave Zaslav.
A bit more.
Well, Zaslav got 2 strength.
Oh shit. I'm fucked up.
What's in Octo's book?
Who knows?
Octo is opening the book.
And then I'll put a note in mods so I
All
can
right.
explain that it's deal with boss.
For the book, we'll be getting back to you with that because I actually have to go through some books and convert spells because you get some spells that are unlocked that only you have access to. Yay!
Oh no.
Until you spread the word or someone kills you for them.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume my dragon can't make a deal because it'd be funnier otherwise.
No, it's because they're a companion creature. Their soul is your soul, so it's the same thing, essentially.
Octo's up to 4 spell books. Hooray!
Aha! Alright, well, he's going to look out towards you guys.
For the dragon later, then?
Offers made. Power given. Left to wonder. More to be asked. Or forgiven.
Oh my gosh, she's asking me questions I don't know the answer.
Unironically, boss. The only thing I have to ask is like, you doing okay? Like, how did this start? Honestly,
Knowledge comes with a price.
is that a price you paid? Is that why this is happening?
That seems
He
rude.
just stares at you.
You can't just ask someone why they look the way they do, Octo. That's super
It's
mean.
got nothing. It's got nothing to do with
You
the
will
way they
then
look. I
sip the
couldn't
drink
give
that
two
Ember
sh-
gave him.
I didn't give 2 shits how he looks or why he looks. It's more along the lines of like, all conscious entities walk down a path that leads them to a particular moment in time, right?
And you
I
wonder
can't
why-
imagine the journey to becoming the boss was a particularly pleasant one. So, everybody comes looking, wants something from him. Them, it, the boss.
Them.
Yeah. Just kind of curious. If they're... never mind.
You gotta stop being so rude to people. You can't just ask things like that. It's so mean.
I'm sorry I want to know how they were doing. I didn't know that was rude.
I mean, just offer something and he'll give you an answer.
That answer actually isn't really worth anything to me, so...
Ember will
You know.
grab her map and pictures.
I figure the gesture of politeness was enough.
So lifespan cut in half means that I'll just die at like 40.
You'll die of old age at a certain point, yes.
Okay, like all of a sudden, not all.
You'll just be sleeping at one point, and then you'll just be dead.
Oh, that's great. Dying in
Oh,
bed.
wait.
Oh, that's actually
Does
really
he
good.
like age at all when he does that deal? Like, does his appearance
I
change
mean,
at all?
he's got full body coverage.
Oh no, I'm just curious out of character for that kind of stuff. Not that I can see it.
He still looks normal right now.
On that same point, what if somebody true polymorphed him into a much longer-lived creature, right? Would he have half the lifespan of that longer-lived creature, or
That's
would he
something
still
that
have...
he will have to find out.
I know that I'll do it.
I, thank you very much for the help, Mr. Voss.
What would Ember give up to get hair?
Is what we are here for.
much.
Gifts and rewards, offerings and deals.
Well, I appreciate your candor. You've been very helpful. I wasn't sure what to expect. I've never met a patron before.
That's a first for everything. The second is not quite so kind.
Yeah, I heard there are less nice ones in the woods.
I have to ask, if, seeing as I'm just kind of giving you some of my problems right now, you want any help around here?
Wish to bind yourself to Vos?
Oh, no, not me. No, absolutely not. No offense.
Don't worry.
No
about
offense
it.
at this point.
Don't
You've
worry
been
about
pretty-
it. I'm already bound to him. I still owe him a service.
Yeah, but you don't hang around here points at building all the
Well,
time.
We also kind of have something else that we're tied to. It's a little bit kind of special, important. I don't know how they take kindly. to
I
it.
have somebody who could potentially be looked after.
Is Octo a member of the Skysworn?
All
Oh
three
yeah,
of them.
absolutely.
Okay, then yeah,
There is.
he wouldn't even offer then. Your soul's already taken.
Oh, it's not my soul. I'm like, hey, you wanna look after Septo?
Trying to sell.
You want your own butler?
Trying to sell his child.
Trying to sell your
Well,
simulacrum.
Is it actually? I don't know what it actually
it's just what I'm calling it. I talked to
It's-
Jokey about it, so I know a bit more, but
It's I'm glad he did talk to you because I was like, oh,
it was
I
some
really
things
wanted
for
to
this.
see-
I was like, give me all the deets of what I might need to know for this session, because I don't know what they're gonna
Yeah.
ask me. I was like, open call to all dungeon masters because I didn't know who you guys have been games
Yeah.
since.
But honestly, this is an extremely convenient way of kind of like dealing with that problem. Just like, hey, I don't know what he is or what he does. He could be good. He could be bad. I don't know. Nobody else is willing to look after him. You wanna?
No, here you are.
Anyway. That'd be cool if Septo runs around with Morcag too.
He's my third.
Yeah, like boss is like, yeah, I'm taking care of him. You show up here. You're like, all right, time to get Septo. You go out, Septo. You bring Septo back. I think that would be fun. Because honestly, Octo's a little bit too involved in too much stuff. Like, what's Octo gonna do when he like crosses the sea? Can't really bring Septo on that.
A twin lost. A twin forgot. Something. Made.
Yeah, I did that. Could do it again too. Well, actually, probably not because the rock's gone. That feels nice to say.
Are you sure you really want to give up your son?
It's not my son.
But he's a nice little guy.
He could be a monster.
And he could be adorable. You don't know.
Are you gonna take care of him?
Well, no, he's not my son. I have to take care of Lycoris already. Do you
My point.
look at that big baby? What? What did I do this time? See? Ember, that's not fair.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, I get into too much shit. Gestured at the boss again. No offense. To where I can't really settle down or raise somebody, even if he is a baby and not a horrific monstrosity looking to drop 2 exploding balls of fire within the span of 6 seconds on a group of unsuspecting people.
Ember, you won't ever give me away like Octo's trying to do with his son, will you? No, of course not. That's horrible. Why would anyone
It's not my son. As far as I'm concerned, it's just an empty vessel that mimics things. I don't know.
I'm curious
But-
what kind of power giving away your son would do.
It's not. Octo, if Octo, you can see Octo very visibly forgets he's missing his other hand as he brings up one hand and like the stub of his other hand up to his forehead, and just sits there and just like closes his eyes, just like, it's not my son. As far as like I'm concerned, it's basically a clone. It casts a little bit of magic, copies people.
All right. Did you want something to drink, Morcag? She's just still drinking booze this whole time. There's so many bottles.
Another person to help you take care of this. Gestures broadly at the house. Basically a blank slate.
Oh, I mean, someone to open the door and greet people would be nice, but I mean,
Oh my gosh, yes, that would have been so nice.
that seems really mean to Septo. You're not even discussing this with him first. Not that he has much to say other than what you say, but you don't know. You could read his mind. Maybe he has something to think.
A son is something to be traded, to be taken.
I look at Boss and like it takes every ounce of Octo's willpower not to just like lose his shit.
Firstborns are most important. They
Oh
hold
my
a
God.
certain power, a certain force.
Yeah, but middle child don't get anything, huh?
Well, that's
Middle childs are forgotten, lost, devoid of anything.
Everyone always loved my older brother, my little sister, but never me.
Or to
you also
offer
come-
your firstborn, deals could be brought.
Oh, there you
Yeah, fuck it. I mean,
go.
Octo, oh my goodness.
Gonna make another deal.
that's actually what Boss is like. Are you sure? It's just like that easy? Like what? Huh? Excuse me?
No, that was
I mean-
my voice, not his. He didn't say that.
No, God, come on.
No, you wouldn't say that. This is more me breaking character.
So,
It's not a son. It might not even be fully a person. I don't know if it digests the food that it eats. It has a manticore
Firstborn
heart.
is what
It
we
has-
seek. A firstborn will make deal anew.
You know, I like looks at Boss
hands
like
outstretched.
you understand what I'm talking about, right? You want to like look in here to see what I'm talking about? Squints?
The mirror is the mirror. A firstborn is born first.
Okay, yeah, I'm not trying to give you that. I'm just trying to give you the mirror.
He relinquishes his hand.
Yeah, okay, I figured as much. You sure you don't want him just to, like, you don't want to just take care of him? I'll just, like,
Not
walk around. You don't
yours
have to
to
do anything.
offer.
wow.
Kinda. But that's interesting. That's actually pretty neat information you just gave me there. I'll take that freebie. Alright.
Oh, so close to getting you to give me your firstborn baby.
I mean,
That's what I was like. Oh my goodness! I broke character.
Octo has... I mean, like, in character, Octo would have done it because Octo doesn't want
Octo does
kids.
anything that Ember tells him not to do, so of course he would have done it.
I also, like,
Well, I
what
don't
is
think
boss
you
to
would have
do?
realized, but your firstborn also means whoever you mark as your inheritor. So if you do spend prestige for inheritance, that shit's gone.
That'd
This
be
goes
funny
to the
as shit.
boss.
It goes to me. You're right. I'm the inheritance.
That'd be funny as shit.
Does that-
I didn't even like thought about like inheritance or anything like that at all either. It's just like
I am looking for someone to go to the boss. Be like, I want your hand in marriage.
Oh my god, you want to get
Maybe
married?
when
Oh.
Ember's a little bit older.
Marry
Okay,
me.
I'm done here. I thought I could pawn off the
No, no.
the simulacrum just to not have to take care of it anymore. But okay,
What is that simulacrum, anyways?
it's something. I don't like
I think
out of character. I don't know anything about it.
Like an artificial life form?
it's just
I took the rock that I just gave the boss, which was maybe a phylactery, incomplete philosopher's stone. I was trying to stabilize it further in a jokey mission. I did stabilize it further, but it kicked out energy with some of the reagents that I used to stabilize it, and it made a clone of me, which then hit me for sanity damage. And then another person tried to touch it and had to make a will save. And then I tried to like test its abilities, and it can cast spells. So
Oh.
yeah, but I don't. It has emotion, which I saw, and I don't know if it's basically just a blank slate that just walks around, copies people, and just lives its life, or if it's something that's going to turn into a horrific monster at some point and just
he's a good
bomb
boy,
cities.
and you need to treat him well because he's gonna grow up to be either a nice person or a bad person.
Squints. Yeah. All right.
It's pretty wicked.
Yeah, all sorts of weird stuff has happened to us.
So you couldn't like make a body then, right? Like a blank body without a soul?
Technically, if you gave, I have the transmutation circles, and I can like rebuy the reagents, and I can also like probably recreate the blood bits too. Yeah,
Alright, so do you know anything about soul transference?
Well, I mean, he might in that book he got.
Because
here's
we have a friendly acquaintance who accidentally created a life form inside of his soul, so now he has two entities sharing the same body.
Octo. Fuck it. Is this in character or is this out of character? I'm
This is
sorry.
in
I kind
character.
of like.
This is in character.
Yeah. Sorry. I lost the plot there for a second.
You deal with as much as weird stuff as we do.
I am not the most amazingly well versed in soul based stuff, but my current soul is bound to another rock in Eldiria. I
We
gave
have
this little rat a soul, points at Marvin, and he kind of lost it, I guess, but I got to observe that process.
kind
I
of have some experience with that.
sort of bound myself to the rock that the boss got, but that was unintentional. And then I guess I made a blank slate, so yeah. But
Wicked.
yeah. I don't know. I'd have to see. Look into it.
We'll talk.
Yeah. Though I gotta be honest with you. You're like again, can't understate how fresh and pleasant you've been. I am not really looking to do your friends any favors.
What? What happened? Because I get that Evangeline can sometimes come off as too nice.
And
We- we
it's
just
less about her and more about like the pattern that I see
we got
around
threatened by a couple
those.
people, and the your friend with the long white hair and the long nails was
Kane.
rude. Yeah, is that
Oh, is that his name?
Oh, okay.
Cool. I'm gonna
He never
promptly forget that.
He
he never
didn't
told
he
us,
didn't
but
introduce himself.
he did threaten to kill anyone that came into the forest.
Why? The forest will kill whoever steps in anyways.
But they got into a big pissing match, and it didn't end well, and everyone seems to have heard about that, and now everyone hates us.
It wasn't a pissing match. First of all, you kept going on about how you can handle any dangers in the forest without knowing what the dangers are, and then he just kept doing that.
And I fought hags, and I fought a demon avatar, and we fought a necromancer, and all sorts of stupid, dumb stuff. How do I know if I can't fight something when I fought all sorts of scary stuff and they don't tell me?
Yeah, exactly, and that's what led me to get in there and then become the draw of ire because you kept doing that and you were continuing to do that, and he was continuing to go down his path.
Well, yeah, but we would have just gotten frustrated and ended the conversation.
Yeah, we should probably leave the Valsa's house so we can
Oh,
continue
yeah,
this. All right, sorry, Mr. Voss.
I'm so sorry about this. Thank you very much for.
Do you want my memory of that guy's name? You can have his name. You can take his name. I don't want to remember it.
I have his name.
Oh, so you don't want it any more than he does. I see.
Damn.
So you shouldn't take Kane too seriously.
He will look at you, or Thag.
Nah.
Breaking my own rule.
SP, are you okay?
Yeah, I think the dwarf is still in shock, heavily in shock about his name change. 1,000-yard sail. Stare.
I'm worried he's fallen asleep.
Might be the case.
Oh, sleepy.
They've been quiet for a while, so I was like, oh, let's check in on them.
Ooh.
Might be AFK too.
It could be it too.
Making some soup.
Could be.
I know he got off. I know, like, I'm pretty sure he just, like, got off work, like,
Mhm.
shortly before this, so he...
Yeah.
I'm stealing him. He's
We're
mine.
pretty close to calling it anyway, so.
So in character, Markak does want to go to the mountains with them. How would that work? Like out of character, like.
If
Well,
I'm
we
technically
decide-
an NPC. Right?
I would tell you first that we're definitely not going to go to those mountains first. We're going to go to the other little place, like, to the south, to get Vampire Count's weakness, and then come back, recollect, get a bunch of anti-undead stuff.
Out of
You
character for
still
you,
wanna-
Morkeg, they are planning to go to the Castle Damashku, which is the place that Kane does not want them to go. Because that is the
Wait,
place that you guys want to go.
Wait, hold on. The castle where we almost got killed because one dude came out of that place
Yeah,
and attacked
that
us?
place.
Well,
You guys are crazy. Markak's not gonna let you guys there to your death.
But I believe
Well,
that's
it's
also
either-
on your group, the Whispering Knight specific, and next stop. On your, because you guys were talking about going there last session when we ended.
Yeah, because we wanted to
Which
go
is why
there
Kane was like,
next-
don't let them go.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
in all of that, it's either
So
we
how
go
much-
there, which
How much prestige or influence do I have to spend to do a joint mission with them?
I mean, I was going to ask if the group wants you guys to join them. So,
Because if we do like a joint thing, that'd be great. I mean, I'm not against it. Like in character, Markak doesn't want to send them to their death because they did fight that one thing that almost killed them.
use your new, like, I'd say use your new spicy, like, persuasion to persuade Octo. But, like, the thing is, like, we've been told, like, from what the boss said, is that there's a weakness for that count in that
Yeah,
castle.
I wrote
but
it.
yeah,
Weakness
but where the
is all
count,
weakness brought held within Crypts Forgot. So
yeah, but
You're
where
right.
the count himself is out in the fucking mountains, the boss said counts plural.
yes,
That is probably going to be significantly more dangerous than the castle to the south. So
What level are you guys?
we are level 5, which is the current cap for us.
Yeah, because
But
we had trouble dealing with one at level 8. I
well,
think it was
like,
before we leveled.
I'll just give you an example of what my turn is, like, just so you can compare like what my level 5 is. But like I do this a turn. And Ooh is a crazy dodge tank, or I mean Thag, goddamn.
it's going to take some time to get used to it. Took some time for
Yeah,
the master.
Doing joints would be ideal. Markak doesn't
It's not
wanna. Like, if you guys are adamant, I might as well just show you guys how dangerous it is. But at the first sign of combat, if you guys die, like, he will like kind of ditch you guys.
I mean,
You don't wanna-
that's to be expected. We just met.
you can tell Octo that, and he'll be like, "Yeah, that's reasonable, understandable. I get that."
We just met you, but yeah, if you're willing to show us the dangers so we can get an idea of it, I would appreciate that, and then we can formulate a plan later. Maybe we can work together or something to go through these two locations, because you
Actually,
said you wanted to come to the location in the mountains with us, and it seems like the castle to the south has something that would aid us in that trip there. So it seems like that would be the ideal two birds with one stone plan, right?
yeah, I get why Kane
I
would.
don't know if Kane or your other friends would be amenable to that. I know Miss Spoons is really, or Miss Sweets is really nice. I keep fucking that up.
If we go with you, they're very amenable. Like, I'm pretty sure their reluctance or them saying outright no is because of the danger. Because again, like right now, this is all like very easy to travel in these woods. Like, you've probably heard, like, it's all dangerous, but here it's nice because I have like 30 hunters with me, and we're clearing night beasts
Right, which
every
is
night, every
why
day.
perhaps we go into an encounter, you can see our capabilities and get a better idea of what we can actually do.
Can we do that? Like, can we do like a quick encounter? Like, I can like just have us fight something.
If
Like,
you want to
it'll
go
just be
seeking
like,
danger, sure.
yeah, like,
Also, do you
like
guys
we'll do it
actually
like,
leave the cabin at this
yeah,
point?
yeah,
As
Yeah.
we'll
we're
be
walking
leaving. Yeah,
out,
we'll be
we'll
leaving.
talk, I'm just
My buddy.
The door will
Ember
close
will
behind
wave
you.
goodbye
We'll
because
we'll
it's
we'll,
not
we'll
here.
see. We'll Monkey will like find them like some night beasts up north, up here.
Oh, you want to do a northern encounter? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do a northern encounter first.
Well, we seem
'Cause
to
if they
still be
have-
missing an ooh or a thag.
Uh,
So I will get you guys to the point where an encounter is found, and they'll probably call it there, unless they happen to show up.
and
But we're
then
also only
if-
have an hour after that, anyways.
and Morkeg won't intervene because it's really like
Just gauging their power level.
yeah, basically. If they have trouble and he has to intervene, then no, you're not
Let
going
me
to
bring up my book for night beasts. Bestiary
Bring up
night
my
beasts.
arrows that are
Let's see, you're
cold
doing the
iron.
northern side, so let's see here.
Consider using my bow, that's for beasts. Probably won't because my other one does more damage.
I wish I had the time to just enchant, anti-aberrations or anti-undead stuff on everybody's things. I have the reagents. I've been waiting.
the Regans.
Yeah.
You wanna save that for the actual trip down south, I believe.
Oh, those reagents, they just go on the weapon, and then that weapon just has that one thing.
Yeah, I've
Oh.
given him a bunch of
Yeah, like, this is... Octo will explain this to you in character. Like, part of the reason why I, am not so adverse to danger is because I can essentially just tailor items and things like that to whatever we're dealing with. So if I know what I'm dealing with...
I'm also really good at harvesting the reagents that we need for this stuff. So I used to make like fire breath potions, and I got like the reagents for my enchantments and stuff that I give it to Octo to help me make.
So just
He
to
made my bag
confirm,
for me.
You're wanting to bring them to the northern forest to gauge their power level.
Yeah, we're gonna do a northern encounter.
All right. North's not very dangerous anymore, but all right.
Yeah, I mean it's like, man, maybe I overdid it.
While we're walking, Ember will fill in more keg about how she killed some night beasts in a small little village that might have been vampire related in Brugia recently.
As you're walking through the swamps, as Morkak is trying to find you guys a good old haunt for a night beast encounter, it does not take you too long before Morkak sees signs of what appears to be, how best describe these things? A pack of dog rat-like vampiric monstrosities known as rotulents. You can give me a nature or tactics check to learn more, to see if you want to have them fight these. They're in the area.
Okay, hold on.
Can I make a nature check off the tracks I see? Because I'm also a ranger.
You can make a
I just want to know their number and sizes.
yeah,
of
you
the
can make a
track.
nature check to see if you know anything about it. He hasn't told you what they are yet, but
Yeah, no, but I was just curious.
all right.
Oh, that should be a +10. What? I have expertise in.
Oh, good dog. All right, well, a 23 in this case tells you that rotulents are a night beast designed for levels 3 to 4, so your companions are overleveled for it. They are of mook rank, so they are the weakest of the options. They often come in packs, though, which is kind of where their danger resides, kind of like where wolves hunt in packs and they're scary together. With that knowledge, you'll know that the rotulents are particularly adept at sonic and thunderous calls, having the ability to do damage through thunder, as they have the ability to perform a thunderous screech that causes creatures within range to suffer thunder damage. If they fail a saving throw, half damage and success. They also have ability to make people Let's see here. Reading through this real quick.
Actually, I was looking at my token. This is like a level 5 token.
I thought
I
it
know
was,
what.
'cause
No wonder I
your,
was looking at my HP. I was like, what?
I was wondering why your token was equivalent to mine, but
Yeah, yeah. No, your token. I grabbed it from the city map because I didn't think there were going to be combat today.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, if you drew it, I was going to grab the one from the hag encounter map.
Ah,
Your most
gotcha.
recent
All
one.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'll stop editing.
But this creature itself, they have the ability to do an echoing screech, which can boost their own powers, boosting their blind sight radius because they do have blind sight, as well as giving them additional thunder damage on all their attacks. They are able to see through echolocation, so without sound, they are blind. Other than that, they are a feral creature, very deadly in packs, but by themselves, they're pretty weak.
Yeah, I mean,
So you can keep hunting, looking for more. You can stick with these guys and see how they fare against a pack of them. You don't know how many there are, though Ember just rolled a nature check. You'd identify them as rotulans as well, Ember. You would get all the things I just gave Morcag, but you'd know that these things are like small, dog-like rat night beast things that hunt in packs that seem to have
do
very
I know-
loud calls.
Can I find out how long ago they passed through the area and how many
Survival
there were?
check.
Oh, okay, perfect. That is a plus.
I mean that's a good point. Could I lead them to their den where there's more of them?
Potentially, you have to roll survival. With that survival, you know that there's 3 in the pack. You don't know how long ago they passed. They seem to have traveled southwest, deeper into the swamp.
From what I can tell, there's only 3 of them in this group.
I'm gonna. I want to lead them toward the den, so I'm gonna do a survival. Sorry, not my plus. It's +9 for.
Yeah, okay, no fucking problem. Easy clap. Easy fucking clap. All right.
I know these woods, baby.
Teach
Yeah,
me to
you
be
do.
a better ranger.
All right.
I will learn.
Before we get to the map for the cave and all that, is Sacred back? Do we have a Sacred?
I'll try to call him
I
really
think
quick.
he is still asleepies or
Yeah.
busy.
Nope, he just left the call.
Yeah. So we'll find out.
Oh, then
Wait,
okay,
was it?
that was Octo. Never mind.
Yeah, Octo left
Yeah,
to
yeah,
call.
yeah.
Me to see
Yeah.
if he'd answer. Because calling is slightly louder than pinging.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is.
So, out of character, I just have to ask if Voss somehow decided to take Ember's wig, would he then wear the wig?
We gotta go back. I
Because
need this.
it is pretty important to her.
This is
I'm just
knowledge that
meaning-
must be given offers to receive answer.
Okay, so the next time I see him, I'm gonna ask. Not really though, because that's something she'd never give up. But I'm shitposting it because it's funny.
All
I
right.
think if I'm going, so maybe I approached it friendly. I did expect some dwarvish shenanigans.
I'm sorry, I'm just a super friendly character. If you wanted antagonism, you should have directed your conversation to Octo more.
And
You got any,
do we
you got any
have
spellcasters
a
yet?
Sacred?
No, I tried
Nah.
calling him on Discord and
Okay.
I think
didn't
he's
get anything.
Well, in
Alright,
that
this
case, we'll call it at the entrance of the cave, where you guys will be descending into the Rotulant Den. Hunt Rotulants to gauge, or for Morcag to gauge, whether you are capable enough to go to the ruins of Castle Damascu.
It's a no-hit run. If you get hit, then it's over. No, I'm kidding.
Anyways, I hope you guys had fun. Hope stream enjoyed this. We're gonna see if there's someone we can raid.
Nice stream.
What do I call the book?
Yeah, look, Momo's streaming. Project Zomboid. Ooh, hello, me. Project Zomboid. Let's raid some Momo.
Oh man, was there an update?
Probably.
NPCs.
Some good stuff in Project Zomboid. There's been a lot of updates recently, actually. Anyways, hope you guys had fun. Hope stream enjoyed this.
Always.
We'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye. just before you leave,
Yeah.
can you post the picture of the thorns in the general chat so I can save it if
Sure.
I ever get
Totally.
updated
Yeah, no problem.
art, so I can
No
shove that on my
problem.
arm?
Anyways,
What happens if I
Ray.
lose my other arm?
well, I guess you're gonna have some weird tendrils in your mind.
You're gonna be
okay.
walking
Wow.
around and there's just gonna be the tattoo where your arm was and nothing there.
Yeah, floating tattoo.
It's like phantom limb syndrome, but magical.
There you go.
Phantom.
I literally just
Thank you.
googled thorns because it's not like I have an actual tattoo of it. It's just it's
Oh
close
yeah,
enough
no,
description.
it's easier for me to ask than try to find the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
image.
What do I call a spell book number 4?
All right. Well, normally they would be experienced for reaching Vos's hut, but again, you guys are at your cap.
Also, I led you there.
Yeah, and you kind of are too
Yeah,
powerful to
we
really
got a
give a
guide
shit
because I
about.
was friendly,
Yeah.
which I appreciate.
I'm not that powerful.
No, I mean you've done the travel before. You've made this northern side.
It's like when
it-
you fly up a climbable encounter.
Yeah, they made it negligible in terms of difficulty for you, Morkak, to gain any XP.
I'm not doing this for the XP.
It's true.
Exactly. No,
You're doing it
that's
to
not-
find your cousin.
My cousin.
Yeah,
My
I know where they are
fucking
though.
cousin. I know where they are now.
You know the general
Fucking-
direction, and you know where they are.
In before they turn out to be a vampire count.
Oh, I was actually gonna say that in character. You know,
I think this is
somebody
the
you're
first
looking
time
for
we've
is-
made that public. By the way, the location of that thing.
That's the first
I don't
time.
think Sithem's has made it public either at all.
Oh,
And
so
Sithem's been doing a lot of like quests to unlock the vampire class. So I don't think he's made that public. You guys now
don't
know.
Oh no, I'm worried now because I know Octo would totally become a vampire.
Oh no, he would not. Nah, he's got too much of a chip on his shoulder with all the bullshit they put him through so far.
Anyways,
No.
on to the campaign.
Morkag would.
Oh, I have saved my tokens.
Like, Morkag
Morkag
doesn't
would-
kill because he hates the